but it's kettle sour. And it's not treated mash. And it's not cool shit. And it's not made in Belgium. And it's...
Well, the thing that fucks with me now is
Buzzwords.
all the IPAs.
Buzzwords.
Oh yeah, back there.
No,
The
like
background.
what he was talking about, the kettle sours
Yeah.
and lambic.
Listen.
They used a word that like countered the other word in the like style of their beer, and everyone was like, "What? Like no way! It's not lambic."
Getting all like tight on it.
Oh
Tight
yeah.
on it.
Thirsty.
Bunch of
Yeah.
angry drunk people with
Thirsty.
decanters
You got
trying
beer?
to
Yeah.
throw them
Some
at
more
them.
in this mother.
Mac, make sure it's on camera too to start. Cool.
Cameron on.
What's up, Troy? Troy in the house. I see a Troy.
3 people. Let's
Alright.
go. Let's get like 500.
I wish. We're getting there eventually.
There's no meaning to any of this. Get that son of a bitch off the field right now.
What are you talking about? I'm TV's Fred Durst.
I hate the press. I hate you, especially.
I'm regretting this already.
I'm the philosopher formerly known as Goldfish.
El Bongo!
Grab him by the pussy. I don't know what that means.
This podcast may contain content and humor that most, if not all, will find blatantly offensive and possibly even demeaning. The viewpoints expressed during the podcast are strictly opinion, are merely meant for the sake of entertainment, and in no way expresses our true beliefs. We strongly suggest this be watched by a mature audience only. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Very strong.
Strong words.
There's a video on the screen.
What? What?
You ruined it.
You broke it? Did you break it?
It might be broken.
What'd you break?
It's on main.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You broke it.
yeah, it's all your fault, Mac. It's definitely not because we forgot
Is it
to
back?
set the camera.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, yeah. Sorry, we've got an amateur filling in tonight. No, thank you, Mac, for filling in for Mike. Our regular producer is in quarantine.
Yeah.
And that's not a fucking joke. I wish it was,
Oh wow.
but no, he is in
Is he a
quarantine.
zombie?
He is on a list now.
Hazmat suits.
Yeah. He's got salmonella
Ah.
and C. diff. So he's
Wish for a
feeling
speedy
wonderful, I'm
recovery then,
sure.
I wish him a moderate recovery, not too speedy. He can't do things too quickly.
That's how he got in the
'cause
first
he's
place. He might
old.
catch
Yeah.
2 more things.
Yeah. He didn't cook his chicken long enough. That's what happened.
He was kissing lizards.
Chicken sushi.
Pretty sure.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's what he does. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us for the Not Governed by Reason podcast. We are back after a week off
Yep.
with this awesome episode.
Yep.
We're calling it Between the Breweried and Mead.
Very clever.
Yeah.
I love it.
I am one of your hosts, El Dougalhaas, and then this guy beside me
Josh.
is Josh.
Yeah.
Nothing
Spanky.
Says
Yeah,
Spanky.
Spanky.
Spanks. And tonight we are joined by these two gentlemen. We have Joshua Thafer of the Black Project Spontaneous and Wild Ales, and Joe Koch from HiveMind Meadery. Give him a hand.
Cheers.
Give him a fucking hand.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys for coming. What are you guys sipping on over there?
This is a tasty
Wow.
cherry sour beer. It's got some nice funk to it. It's from a good friend of mine, actually of ours. We're both from New Jersey originally, so
Good
my buddy
stuff.
Tom is opening up a little sour beer inspired brewery in Jersey called Muckraker. And so this is a little test bottle that he sent out to me. And
Mary's Creek.
It's fantastic. It really does pull a lot of the traditional lambic style flavors. It really tastes pretty spot on. It's something to look forward to in New Jersey for sure.
Yeah.
It's lip smacking
It's
good.
very tasty. Very tasty. Nice.
Jersey stepping it up.
It rates high
Beers.
Very delicious.
It's very
lip
delicious.
smacky.
Cherry.
It's like 7 smacks.
Yeah.
5 smacks out of 5.
Definitely.
That's a good measurement.
I give it 5 smacks out of 5.
This is addicting as
Oh,
well.
I like
I want
it.
more of it.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Need to
Very
definitely
good.
get some
Muckraker.
bottles. Got to join that membership. I thought they had 5 spots
I don't
left.
know if he still has slots left, but he does have like a little membership where like you don't have to like worry about getting your bottles. You know, sometimes
Get the premium
these
ones.
things blow up, and then people are waiting outside of the brewery at like 6 in the morning, waiting for you to open up at 2,
So they can get your shit.
so they can get your bottle. Yeah, so yeah.
Too
That's
many
not a bad
U-turns
problem
in the
to have.
neighbors' parking
No,
lots.
for him it's a great thing. It's actually I think
Yeah.
more how you view it. Like some people love that lineup, and where I work, we kind of taken measures to like not have people have to line up to get the beer. So,
So you're pushing a little bit more out.
it's just we don't want to hassle our neighbors down the street with like 200 people sitting out there with lawn chairs and stuff. And also, like, we don't want to hassle you in the fact that, man, the only way I can get this beer is to
Wait
wake
online
up
for
at
5 hours.
yeah, wake up at
Set
6
a
in the
tent
morning
up.
on my Saturday, and spend all this time, and it gets really hot, it gets cold, like it's just an inconvenience.
Yeah.
So, but people love it. Like in Brooklyn at Other Half Brewing, it's part of the culture. Like you show up with awesome beer and you just drink on the street until the brewery opens up, and you're
Get more
hammered.
awesome beer.
You're hammered by,
I want
by the
their
time
beer.
you walk in to actually buy the case that you waited for. You're pretty good to go.
So good.
That sounds awesome.
I think Colorado people would be too uptight about doing something like that.
I don't know,
in some places.
I wait maybe only for cerebral barrel aged dark beer releases, stout imperial porter releases, because I think they're fantastic, and I know that's the only way without shelling out extra dollars after the release to get it, and I deem it worth my time. I've definitely been.
Is that here in Colorado?
It's in Denver, yeah. I definitely
Haven't
deem
had them.
They make
Cerebral?
Yeah, they do.
Cerebral.
I mean, my favorite beers from them are definitely those big barrel aged styles. But they do, hazy IPA and really nice saisons and some sour beers as well. But I've been online. People always nail me on that. You're not on the line. You're in it. Online, you'd
Or
be
you were
like
online, like trading
exactly.
for secondary bottle.
I can't help it. But in line at like 7 in the morning for an 11 a.m. or 12 noon release.
Do you get a lot of other people lining up for it?
For those beers, yeah. I mean, that's why I do it, because
Yeah.
if I don't, I know I'm not going to get the beer that I want badly.
I dig that. That's dedication.
Yeah.
That's fucking dedication.
Did you ever see 2 beer nerds just fighting over the last stout? Just like hold it up and they just start like.
No, but I could see
I don't know if that's actually happened. It probably has.
I would hope it's
Probably get
Beer
shut
has
down
gotten a
pretty
little
quick.
crazy. Beer is not just beer anymore. It's a damn commodity.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's
It's
true.
a commodity.
It's true.
Could be like I'm selling that to someone in California that can't get it in New York.
Yeah, it's funny. Like
$100 plus shipping.
you
print the label.
you wake up and you're like, all right, I'm gonna, I'll be here for 5 hours or whatever.
Beer
and
mules.
like half the people in that line on the line.
Like,
You
hey,
know,
what are you doing?
They're there to sell
pay
it.
you
They're there
$15
just
to stay in line for me.
Yeah, beer mules.
You
Yeah.
can buy 6. So buy all 6 of them.
It's a silly game.
I like it.
It's a silly. I don't. It's stupid and it's silly. Like it's beer. Like go to your like local brewery that you think is really good and drink that beer. Don't like trade across the country and pay out the ass plus shipping.
Only send it once in a while to your friends.
Yeah, I know, but there's certain
we miss it
beers
back
that
home.
you
I
just,
get
like,
it.
Miss it back home.
Have a character and taste to them that's unlike.
I get it, and there's tons of breweries in the country that obviously
yeah.
are not local here that I really love their beer. I freaking love it. It's delicious. But you know what? We have so much good beer, especially like where we live in Fort Collins and in Denver where I live.
I
That
saw you were at Casey.
on 4th of July, yeah. But the only reason I went out there is because a good friend of mine from Jersey was like, I have an extra ticket, come out.
You have to buy a ticket to go to the.
And he donates the money that's the ticket. So like it's not like he's just being like, yeah,
That's fucking
20
cool.
bucks.
No, but it's limited, so you gotta like,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's far away.
And I didn't have to drive
Glenwood
out there.
Springs.
So it was like I got to go to Casey.
They
for
have
free.
their beers with tap and handle, but I haven't gotten to try anything.
It's a good
They
spot.
sell the bottles.
We have an
in the
event
fridge.
there tomorrow night actually.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, check it out. Black
I'm
Project.
working.
Tap and handle. We're
You guys are
We're
gonna
not
kill
tapping
it.
actually. They have some cases of some bottles of. It's a beer called Vautour. It's a 1, 2, and
Collaboration.
3 year spontaneous blend. Also, a portion of that is aged on some Montmorency and ballots and cherries. So it's really yummy.
So explain what the concept of a spontaneous and wild ale is.
Well, two different things. We really focus on spontaneous beers now, and that is through the use of a cool ship, which is a big. Ours is made of copper. It's like a big bathtub. Think of it like that. And
Open container, yeah.
Yep, it's an open container. We pump our beer. Actually, it's our wort at that point into it at boiling temperature instead of putting it through some sort of chill plate or another device to cool it down. And then there it sits open in the air with our window open for an extended period of time, naturally cooling down. And while it cools down, it picks up wild yeasts and bacteria. We do not pitch any bacteria or yeast. We do not select anything and say this is what we're going to put in here to get these flavors.
You let it grow naturally.
It just
Comes through the window.
Yeah, literally it just happens spontaneously. And then when it's cooled down, we transfer it to oak barrels or stainless steel vessels, and a typical lead time is 8 to 10 months, up to 3 years maybe in an oak barrel. The beer that we're showcasing tomorrow night at Tap and Handle is a blend of 100% spontaneous, 100% oak fermented and aged Methode Traditionnelle, which we can get into if you want. And then further aged on a small portion of
Wild ales
whole
or
cherries. Yeah, wild ale is a beer that you'd pitch yeast in that. You'd be selecting your wild bacteria, wild yeast, and pitched into the beer how you want to, when you want to. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So it's cool. It's definitely a game you play on the spontaneous side. You definitely are gonna encounter like barrels of beer that just don't turn out. They don't taste good.
It's reality.
They're not gonna make.
They're not perfect.
They're not. No, they don't taste good. No, none of these beers would be
You might be able to blend it
perfect.
because there's a blending process.
Yes,
that
blending
makes
is
it
huge,
fun.
but these ones, particularly
Bad barrels, the bacteria is off, something.
something. Who knows? It just didn't turn out. It's not gonna taste good. It's not gonna make anything else taste better. So it
Just funk.
it goes.
Just
It goes bye-bye, and usually not just funk. It's usually some sort of, I don't know, some sort of bacteria that went wild and
went to town.
does not taste good.
Some bacteria does though.
So yeah, that's
Pediococcus is like one of the main ones.
a
That's
quick
in
one.
beers.
Sorry?
Pediococcus is one of the main ones, like in beers, souring bacteria that they use in like mixed cultures. Like if you could get these like blends, it comes with like, you know, lactate.
There's tons of stuff out there.
Lactobacillus and some bacteria.
Yeah. Well, again, we don't pitch. We just
No,
You've
not
toured
you.
Black Project, Troy? We got a
Not
comment.
you,
in the
that's
room.
all spontaneous.
Oh, we got some comments going on in the chat room.
Yeah.
We've
Who's
got
drinking beer? What are you
let's see,
drinking?
we've got Mike saying it sounds like shit. Video sucks. Where's the other guy? He's way better. And hi Mac Cunnilingus McLovin. Then we've got we got Colleen
Characters.
saying heart.
That's my
Right.
fiance.
And Troy saying he's toured
I
that
love you,
place a few
baby.
times. And Linda, hi Mama Biss.
Mama Biz!
No anchor steam?
That really is just.
Yeah, you relish that a little longer than I did. I just, so good. Muckraker,
I think the rest. I don't know. You
Oh,
want
yeah.
something
Oh,
else?
yeah.
Let's just take down the rest of this.
please.
Say Joe Will for me.
Mama Biss says, hi Joe, long way from Garfield.
Bye bye. Garfield.
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 New Jersey? Yeah, I remember that place.
Hello Ninja.
Oh man.
Are you Ninja?
Ninja Turtle.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's definitely him.
So-
He's the Ninja Turtle guy.
I love the concept of the spontaneous and wild.
Yeah, it's definitely
awesome.
fun. A lot of
Fruit blends.
people. Sorry.
Different fruit blends.
We
and
definitely,
things.
yeah, we brew a couple different base beers and then play around with them via fruit, hops. We do coffee. We do different types of oak age treatments, just different blends of those. You know, the opportunities are
Holstein.
endless. Yeah, and that's kind of where it
Aged
gets.
hops.
There's like a big argument now. Our beer is made in a way, or rather in the style of traditional Belgian lambic, and a couple years back,
It's American, so it's Dutch.
yeah, a couple years back, a pretty famous brewer here in America, Jeffrey Stuffings, he owns Jester King Brewing Company down in Austin, Texas.
Good
He
saison,
worked
very
with
sour beer.
a very famous lambic producer to come up with a term for American beer that's made in the exact same way that these Belgians are producing their lambic, but not calling it, exactly what they're calling it. So like, it'd be like, we'll just take a style like a Helles Lager, which is a German style beer.
Right.
And it'd be like calling it something else. Like there's a great German style brewery here in Denver called Bierstadt, and they make Helles. It's just called Helles Lager. But in this case, the Belgian people, or the Belgian producers, took offense to us calling it, lambic
Right.
or goose. So he went over there to kind of like figure out a term, and he did, and that term was methode goose. Okay. And then this kind of curious thing happened where this one lambic producer said, "Yeah, cool, methode goose, it works. Like I like it, you like it, go ahead." But he was one out of many, and that many is basically a group called Oral, which is a group of many lambic producers, and that group took exception to that terminology, and they said, "No, you're not allowed to use this," right? So then a year later,
So like they
yeah.
have like what, the ancient recipe
Well,
that
it's-
like proves like
it's
this
their,
is my
it's
name.
their stuff. They're the ones who originated. This is where the style came from.
It's patented.
They're the ones, kind of. That's what
Yeah.
they're aiming
Yeah.
for. Like
coined.
earlier we were talking about Scotch or
Yeah,
tequila or
regional
bourbon.
alcohol,
Yeah,
regional
geographical
wines.
trademark, if you will. So a year or so ago, the owner of the brewery that I work for, his name is James Howitt, and a couple other
James.
famous brewers in the country, Levi Funk from Funk Factory in Madison, Wisconsin. They went over to meet with Oral and came up with a term called Methode Traditionnelle and a stamp and it was agreed upon and kind of like, cool, you can use this, we accept this. You know, we're not like really happy that you're doing it, but like we kind of like got the nod, like, okay, you know, it's cool.
That's what if it's better.
But now, kind of in like with like the lambic heads, like especially like American lambic heads, they're like, it's not lambic, you know, it's stupid, it's. I saw someone post.
How far
Yeah.
is the line?
I saw someone post that it's
what words you can
gentrification
use?
for beer, and it's so funny because on my side of the coin, I just think it's like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do it the way you do it, and like with respect, and you know, like we love you guys. We don't
Yeah.
want to.
We're not trying to shit on you.
Oh yeah, we want to. We like. It's like, please accept us, please. But yeah, it's definitely been met with a lot of like joking and negativity. But I think it's cool, and even if you brew beer in that style to their guidelines, you don't have to call it that or slap the sticker on it that says this is Methode Traditionnelle. This is Methode Traditionnelle
Well, I
3
thought-
year.
Yeah, you were saying they have their own symbol that they put on the bottles
Mhm.
for the American produced ones. So there's a good. Just put your little certified symbol,
It's
and then
crazy the politics of this
there
shit.
you go.
There is some
No beer
insane
wars
politics
here.
with
You
it.
know, it's beer when it comes down to it. It's all just beer. All of it. The most expensive beer in the world is just beer. You know, the rarest thing in the world, the thing that those beer nerds go crazy for. They're like, oh, I'd kill for an ounce. You know, it's beer.
It's beer.
It's beer. You
Go
know what? There are
drink
other
it fresh.
there are other
straight
things to
from the
drink that
source.
you can enjoy
There are other
that will
beers
do
in
the
the
same thing.
Go drink
It's
it
a good
fresh.
saying that the best beer in the world is the beer that's in
Support
your
your local
hand.
brewery.
That's fucking true.
And you know,
Or there's no bad beer.
But I
it's
don't have a
just
beer in my
less
hand.
enjoyable.
let's get something out.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't know. We're talking about spontaneous and New Jersey, so we'll do this guy.
2 words I never thought I'd hear together.
I know. We were joking around. We both moved out of New
They
Jersey.
changed a lot of laws.
And then
though.
all of a sudden, there's a 100% spontaneous brewery.
There's
in New
laws
Jersey.
on taxes and the amount of barrels you produce, and like the threshold from like a small brewery to like a mega brewery was just like this ridiculous. No one can like meet the requirement.
Right.
So you wound up in the same category as the megas. So it was impossible to open up like a little boutique brewery.
Right. Where now it is.
They changed that. Yeah, they got breweries popping up.
We got some comments going on. Jonathan Butler says, drink more, talk more.
We're drinking.
Drink to drink.
Randy Bognitz? Is that his name?
Randy.
It says
What?
fire,
Randy.
fire, fire. And Andrew
Oh my God, get a fire
Sheriff
Andrew.
says, Joshua's beard makes me tingly.
These are the NJ homies for sure.
And Troy Deaton says, that's crazy. Dedication to tradition
Cheers,
is
Jersey.
awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it really
excited.
is.
Right. So what is this?
This is a 100% spontaneous beer from New Jersey from the Referend.
Berliner Weiss.
It's Berliner Mess.
So don't say Berliner Weiss because that's not an official German beer.
It's Berliner Mess,
don't wanna
100%
start a
spontaneously
beer war
fermented
here.
ale.
It's almost got
aged
like
in-
a champagne,
For sure.
like back.
Mhm.
I like
It
that.
is Prosecco Day, so
Yes.
cheers.
That's fucking tasty. Is
It's
that a
very-
proper term to use? Can I say fucking tasty?
You can say fucking
Oh,
tasty.
that's fucking tasty.
Yeah,
I think that's actually a traditional Belgian term.
that's what I leave on all my comments about the beer.
So I'd like to hear a little bit about mead.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I know the gist of what it is, but I think most
want it,
people
yep.
don't understand what
No.
mead is. And
It's,
give us a rundown.
Yeah, alcoholic beverage. It's fermented from honey as your primary source of sugar. Beer would be grain, wine is grapes. This is just using honey. So every different varietal of honey has different flavors. Different wine yeast, gives different flavors with the different varietals, and then the possibilities are endless from there. Same way there with beer or with spirits and things. Any kind of spice, any kind of herbs, any kind of fruit can be added, and yeah, it's just interesting. There's not as many like defined rules about it as there are with beer that's been being produced, because it's more of just like a forgotten thing.
Do you mean like with that? Do you mean like style wise? Like with that, there's like so many little.
There's like a
beer
little mini
styles?
mead renaissance going on right now. It's not like mainstream people are like, is it wine? Is it beer? Will I like it? Like, what is it? It's just like, you just got to try it, and there's all different ranges. So, I mean, you could go from like a dry wine characteristic to like a really, you know, juicy fruit bomb, like
Right.
that sour beer we were drinking.
Well, we should crack one of those. In a minute.
There's
Give those-
really good meadery close by here in Severance, Hunter's Moon. I work some events for them, and great people, Kim and Greg, and yeah, they produce really good mead. And what's gonna be popular now is like more ale strength, like not 14% things like face melters, but just like a nice sessionable mead, you know, different flavors and things. So they're gonna start producing some of those. So it's cool to see what's like coming out and new with mead. It's few and far between, but there's a couple festivals going on. Front Range Wine Fest next Saturday in Windsor. Redstone Meadery is going to be there. They're like one of the most popular.
I've heard of
Boulder.
Redstone, yeah.
That guy,
And
the
they're-
owner of Redstone, came to New Jersey when I managed.
I was
the
going to
bar.
say they
he promoted it pretty well.
yeah, they do national distribution, so that's pretty cool. You know, mead that can travel all the way to New Jersey from here. But yeah, I have some of mine that I made. We'll crack those open, see how those are
Yeah,
tasting. Some little homemade treats.
we're getting ahead of ourselves. We brought a lot of booze.
Mead.
Someone said drink more, so like,
Yeah.
I'm like hurry up,
I mean,
speed rounds.
Hey, if we had glassware, I'd just double fist it.
No, I'm just really enjoying this.
I know it's really like,
It's good.
zippy carbonation
Yep.
and refreshing.
The Referend beer blendery, spontaneously fermented, ale aged in oak barrels.
Yeah,
I really, I
James
just,
Priest.
I like, I mean, I fancy myself a fan of beer. That's all I drink. I don't drink hard liquor or anything. But I didn't know all the fucking politics and the. I mean, I understand the differences in what beers, like the different types of beers, but I didn't realize there was that much to the
Pennington, New
politics
Jersey.
of it.
Where's that?
That's right by Princeton.
Hunter's
Oh,
Moon.
okay.
It's Hunter's Moon in Severance,
Yep.
I believe.
I still haven't had any of their stuff, but I'm interested.
Yeah, I know. I
And
wish
I'm
I brought
really-
a bottle now.
I'm interested in these session. I like how they're called session meads,
Yeah,
but they're
short
still
meads, I used
they're
to
still
call 'em.
like 6 to 8%.
Because we were just like, oh, like before, like we knew about like the perfect nutrient addition to like feed the yeast. Because the one thing honey lacks that like a winemaker or a beer maker won't run into is the nutrients. Honey is like relatively low, so you need to balance that to have a healthy fermentation.
Right.
Also, one where you know your product can like turn over fast, because the old thing with mead was like, oh, put it away for a year to 5 years and forget about it. But it's not like that with modern science anymore.
You don't
So
need
you
to.
just, you know, you let it go and it's good to go. So these session meads, you know, half the time even shorter than the 14% ones. So you get like a nice quick.
Have you seen these new? They're Keurigs essentially, for brewing at home.
Pico Brew.
Pico brew.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of
It's a
it.
little
And then
weird.
they have Pico
It's like,
Still.
reminds me
Now
of
Pico Still
Pico
too.
Still.
Just
Yeah.
add water.
How is that legal?
It's legal for you to produce under a certain amount
Of hooch?
of hooch. of
I mean,
hooch.
'cause that's what
It's.
it is.
I mean, you're talking. This is a very small amount, like 8 ounces. at
Okay,
the
all
most.
right. I mean,
So
yeah,
you're-
but you
yeah.
could still, you know, fuck up those 8 ounces.
Oh,
and
fuck, yeah,
do
you
some
can.
damage. Like
Oh yeah, I don't
create
disagree.
acetone and go blind, or make someone or yourself sick. So
I don't disagree.
With a little Tide
And
Pod.
I think they're not going to be at Walmart's or anything by any means.
They had
you
a
know?
That's
beer making
why-
kit there. I saw.
But yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
they
why.
do.
But beer, like you screw up a beer, you know what?
Has, like,
it
bread
has.
yeast.
Yeah, it has off flavors. You know,
Yeah.
it just doesn't taste good, or it's soured. Because
You're not
of-
making poison.
Exactly. You can drink it. You make it a little bellyache, but you're not. Nothing crazy is gonna happen.
And that's the crazy thing I saw with it, though, is like companies are selling their prepackaged proprietary shit into a cured cup essentially, and putting it out there. And there's
Yeah.
some microbrews involved with it.
Yeah, people have said that these Pico things are going to be really, really, really big.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
I don't either. Well, they're blowing it away on
24-tap Pico
Kickstarter.
brew
They
system.
blew it away on a Kickstarter, and they're still running with some crowdfunding. But yeah, I agree. That's
I mean, if it were that easy to make world-class beer that like makes you that happy, like everyone would be doing it. You know, like
I agree, but it also I think takes the creativity out of it.
sure.
Because you're using somebody else's mix.
But those,
and-
a lot of like they're saying also these breweries are going to sell that recipe.
That's what they're doing,
The
yeah.
exact,
Mhm.
they're going to formulate the recipe for that batch size, so it
Yeah.
tastes exactly like their beer, which is like to me
That's
the
exactly what they've
dumbest
done.
thing ever. Like, why won't you just want to sell your beer?
Well, there's a market for it. People are buying this shit. Like, I never heard of that. I thought everyone just wants, like, cold one from the fridge.
Let's
like,
see.
from
The
their-
last time I checked,
The
there were like
brewery.
30 different breweries involved already. I spelled that wrong.
Yeah, PIC.
It's like just add water.
Partner
It comes
in
out like a
crime brew.
cappuccino.
That's what it is. PIC brew, partner in crime brew.
Just so
Robin-
it's like powdered
Robin,
alcohol.
passionate brewers.
Powdered alcohol.
Powder hole.
Powder hole. They just spike your drink. Get that lethal
What
dose.
is that?
It has fentanyl on it or something.
No, please. I hope it doesn't have.
Yeah.
Pico
yeah.
brew. No. Look at this in the.
So you can buy it right now for $350.
$350.
For $350, I can get like
Shut
way
up
more
and take
So
primitive.
you just buy
setup.
you buy a kit and
Make
push
you
a
better
couple
beer.
buttons
Yep.
and you got yourself some beer.
And then you buy, you can buy packages from them
Yeah.
of what the mixes
Let's-
are. Let's see, Brew Marketplace. Let's see what they got.
I'm a brewer. I'm a home brewer.
I'm a home brewer. I
make
got the Pico Brew 5000.
You know, I make my own coffee too.
It starts getting all connectors
So let's
to
see.
it.
They have quite
It's
a
like a
bit
toaster
on here. It
built
looks
in
like.
and-
Holy City.
Wahala.
I've been to Holy City in just outside of Charleston.
Stickman's.
That's insane.
The herb
Pico
farm.
Brew has its own.
Sandy beaches.
Sandy
Mm.
clams.
Old Rock.
Comrade. That's right
Yeah.
in. I love Comrade. That's right in Denver. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy what they have on
Comrade.
here. I mean,
Keep going. This is fun.
sorry, we're checking
Vision
out
Quest.
these
They're in
Vision
Boulder.
Quest, Rooftop,
You know they do comedy there,
Stickman, yeah, Flying Line.
Hillsong. They make sour beers and.
It's
Twice
Vision
season.
Quest does a great comedy thing out there.
This is interesting. I
So
didn't realize.
How did they do it? They
I didn't
dehydrate your beer?
realize. Manskirt. That's a
Like,
that's a
what the
brewery
fuck?
in Jersey that.
Sorry
opened
guys,
up
we're
just
looking
around
at this.
that
Check
we're
out
leaving.
Pico Brew.
They just
What we're
use
talking
like
about. It's
malt
insane.
extract or
I just think it's insane. Some of these breweries.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
can
would
copy.
never expect Comrade to sell a recipe like
Foggy
that.
Noggin.
Foggy
Christmas
Noggin.
Duck. Love that beer.
Banger
Never
brewing.
had it.
Man, there's a ton of.
Co-
Sounds
Brew.
like a banger.
Co-brew is a
Olympic Range.
Bayou Tech. Yeah, I mean there's some legit.
Very legit. Oh, they
Yeah.
have a classic ginger kombucha
Of course.
I saw that
Italiano.
recently in Oregon. That's a big thing that's going on. Are the
I got
kombucha
the
beer
Italian brewery.
hybrids. And that's fucking weird.
They're not
to me.
bad.
Oh, kombucha.
It's just a
Yeah.
weird concept to me.
Anything fermented.
It's
cool.
blending is taking a hold.
Fermented all.
Flying monkeys.
I used to be really kind of against it. People like be blending all these beers that I had on tap at the bar and be like, "This is so good, this is so good." And I'm like, I was like a purist about it. But actually, after being in production at Black Project and seeing how much blending is part of our process, it's insane. You can take 4.
We'll give you new
Rogue.
ideas. Like
They got
new,
fucking Rogue on here. And
Dead-
Upslope.
it's
And
Dead
And
Guy.
Elysian. They
It's
got
Dead Guy.
Dead Guy on there. They got Upslope. They got Elysian.
Elysian doesn't surprise me
Upslope,
because
that's Denver,
that's
right?
Budweiser. Elysian
Yeah,
is
now they
Budweiser.
are. Yeah, they got bought not too long ago. That's
Um,
right. Upslope.
Coronado. Yeah, this is
Wow.
21st Amendment. It's funny though, like 21st
We're gonna
Amendment, that
copy this
beer.
link and put it
What are
in
you
there
guys
for
buying
guys.
one for down here?
Yeah, what's going on here?
We're thinking.
Where's the
about
Going
Pico
it.
down
Brew?
the
We
whole
thought there
thing.
was going to be refreshments.
That's what your
Pico
Patreon
Brews and
help is going to
cakes.
go into.
The Pico Brew.
Is a Pico Brew.
Take a peek
You
at
go
the-
to
In
a
a
bar, they
Pico
have the
still.
Pico Brew set up next to the taps, and you're like, no, not that draft shit.
So
Give
we're
me the
gonna
machine.
copy this in here,
I got a
guys,
little
for you guys to
peekaboo
look
for
at. The
peekaboo.
peekaboo. It was funded on Kickstarter. That's where it got its start. Now they have different models out. They've released publicly. And
They have
from
one that
my
makes you a
understanding,
I
sandwich?
feel like we should stop
What?
plugging.
They have
Pico.
one that makes you a sandwich?
maybe. They've got your own. They have a freestyle thing where you can craft your own and order the pods for it. And you can get different.
I'm gonna make a
supplies to
beer
brew.
where I throw
Yep, the
a
Pico
Pico
still.
brew
See,
inside
that's
it.
what I was talking
I'm just
about.
gonna throw
Pico
a Pico
still.
brew in
And
the barrel.
fermentation.
Distill
They have a
it.
Pico
Spontaneously
firm.
fermented with one Pico brew system. I'm just gonna throw it in the barrel.
Well,
Or you could be a man and brew your own beer.
I'm gonna see if they'll
yeah,
sponsor
you can
us.
do a little bit of
That'd be
research.
awesome.
Let's get
learn
Pico
something.
Brew to sponsor, not governed by reason.
Woo, they might get it.
They might.
Do you remember that that thing? I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head, but Pat Elliott like started working for them, and it was like you'd like get like a beer, like a can or like a growler or even just like a draft
I'm
pour.
interested. You get beer.
You get beer, open it,
Sounds like a
and then
good
you would
job.
literally you'd put this thing inside of this like little unit that looked like it had like a little draft on it, and it would. I guess the premise was it would use like radio waves to create microfoam when you poured it through the unit, and it would make the beer. They said, quote unquote, it would make the beer like more flavorful.
They're wiring the beer, man.
Dude, I don't know, but this shit.
Careful what you say. They're wiring
this
the
shit
beer.
has got me fucked. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I work at a bowling alley. We literally have one of those on our prize wall. It's like the most expensive thing. It's the
whatever.
top
I
prize.
can't remember the name of it
What
because
is
to
it?
me it was just
It's
dumb.
called like
like,
a fizzy something. I can't
oh,
remember.
oh, crap.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to remember the name of it. But like, it's not good at like the beer.
Physics.
Oh, I'm sorry. Physics.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The physics machine. You're like, it's not good enough. Like, I need microfoam now to make my beer taste better. Like, this sounds like a gimmick to make shitty beer taste better. Like, you know, this was made by like Budweiser scientists. Like, well, how are we gonna?
Horology.
How are we gonna make Bud Ice better
you pour it?
tasting? Like, oh,
The microphone.
microfoam made by radio waves.
Ah, you don't get the flavors if you don't
Or
do
it's
the
like
microphone,
sound waves
man.
or something.
You don't
I
get
like
real
that, Troy.
flavors.
Get out of here with that. Drink a good beer because it's good. You don't need a friggin' oh, this beer's good, but you don't make it better. We fucking put microphone.
Oh,
in it.
we've been sitting at this bar for a while. Excuse me, you microphone my beer?
Okay,
freshen
I
it
need
up for
a
me?
little fresh microphone, please, and a little cream fraiche while
Ah,
we're at it.
just like it was just poured. Fuck that.
Microphone fresh.
They probably take a popsicle stick and like put old foam in your glass. Like, here you go.
Patrick Elliott,
Here's
if
your
you're watching
microphone.
this, I apologize to you, but that's just dumb. Like, get your money, you know, they're paying you, they were, you know, to sell units. That's cool. But come on now.
Troy says he'll leave his brewing to the pros, just like his wax.
Physics.
And then Jaden Humphrey
I trust the experts.
says, "Hey guys,
Hey,
doing
what's up,
great."
Jaden?
Fucking A, should we get on to some topics?
Let's do it.
Yeah, topics.
Wow.
Let's show back.
That's the longest we've ever gone without going into topics.
Yeah.
Actually, that's awesome.
Those weren't topics
I'm not
at all.
against that. So,
Those are
do you
real
guys want to
things.
rock, paper, scissors? What you do is 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I do lion, antelope, gazelle. Lion, antelope,
That's
lion fruit.
That's very.
Something.
That's too confusing. Let's just keep it simple with the.
All right, ready?
The classic. So it's a 1,
1,
2,
2,
3
3,
go.
shoot.
All right. I just want to be very clear, so we don't have like premature.
It's tradition.
And
We have
2
to
out
do
of
this,
3.
apparently.
We definitely don't
3.
want any premature shooting.
We have to do this. Oops, I lose.
All right. Are you
You
ready?
can't just pick one. It's like, okay.
We can just. Do we have to, or can we just be like, Joe? Would you like to pick one, or do we need the? It's like draft.
We have to. It's a tradition.
Tradition.
It's tradition.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view tonight. Rocks, paper, scissors are champions.
I will defeat you. Ah, my head.
It's gonna take a few minutes. Rocks, paper, scissors, shoot. Boom.
It's 2 out of
2,
3.
3. Rocks, paper, scissors, shoot. Rocks, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah,
Fucking choosing my
Joe
topic with the
he's
win.
choosing the damn.
All right, let's do the
You better not choose the topic. that I
Idiot
am
of
on.
champions.
God damn it! That
Idiot
was
of
the one I
champions.
wanted.
Shit.
That was the
I
only
chose
one.
it first.
So we've got some
Idiot of
interesting
You
ones
copied
here
me.
for
That's
Idiot of
bullshit.
Champions.
That was the best one
Sounds,
to choose.
yeah.
So a gentleman was found dead inside
Ooh.
a column
That don't
at a
suck
grocery
when you
store
die.
in California.
It's not a
And
What?
a support column at
Ah.
a grocery store outside.
Well,
It was outside.
someone put him there.
No, he was on the run from the cops and climbed the roof and fell in.
Inside a sport column.
Yep,
So
and
he's,
got
like,
stuck
trapped
in
on
there.
the interior
Couldn't
of it.
get out. Fucking died.
Air quote, air quote.
That's a rough one. I
Gross.
mean, you shouldn't be doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
It's a horrible way
He
to
was
die.
he was on the run from a carjacking that he had committed.
It's like 1,000 Ways to Die. It's like one
I
of those
wonder if
stories.
you asked him today, which you can't, would it be better to just go to jail for like a little bit for carjacking or to die inside of a fucking
Suffocating.
column?
Be
Suffocating
like, fuck
to
no.
death.
Fuck the pigs.
It's like they never caught me. It's the sight to that. Yeah.
they never got me.
What if it was? What if he like?
What do you think happens first? The fucking panic sets in? Like, how do you
Oh
think he
right,
started
you
trying
try clawing your
nail
way up.
marks and shit? Ouch.
I mean,
I
I
like to be
imagine he
banging
had to
the
have made
motherfucker.
made noise or whatever.
Who knows?
But yeah,
We could all
they basically
speculate.
say he fucking suffocated to death in the heat in there. Couldn't breathe.
Suffocated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, that's probably better than like being there for like however long it would take to starve and dehydrate to death.
Right. Yeah.
So there's that.
It's just fucking crazy.
All right.
They smelled something. They smelled something and they called a
Hashtag
plumber
idiots of champions.
because they thought a plumber or that it was a plumbing issue, and the plumbers start knocking the rocks out of
Oh,
his
they
pillar,
smelt it.
and they found his. They saw tennis shoes. They're like, oh, that's not a plumbing issue.
Hey, someone buried their old tennis shoes.
They had
Oh,
really bad
no.
smelling feet.
It's a
It's-
time
it's
capsule.
crazy.
Oh no.
Well, that was a cheery topic.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Well,
Should
that's-
start off the positive one about the heroes.
So the reason why we do
Like,
that
go for
is
the idiot.
it's it's our version of the Darwin Awards. People
Right.
do stupid
1,000
shit.
Ways to
and-
Die.
But we got a couple others that are great for that. We have a guy who crossed into, or he broke into the LA Zoo, supposedly, and slapped a hippo on the ass and celebrated.
And that's the ending?
Now he's facing charges.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He
I-
jumped a fence and
So he didn't get stomped out, right?
No.
I argue
No.
to say it was probably worth it.
But they were like, we know you slapped that hippo's ass and then danced.
Don't act like you didn't.
show you guys a video.
I mean, like I
Oh,
admit,
camera phones. I mean, someone
admit
got
I
it.
did that.
Oh yeah.
Insta famous.
Here
So
he
he
is.
didn't even pay
This
for
is
his zoo
amazing.
ticket?
Well, I think
I
he
just
did.
wonder, like, what?
But he just broke into the enclosure.
Look how he
Yeah.
like creeps in. He's like, I'm gonna sneak up on this hippo and slap that ass.
Ready?
He's like, oh, crikey,
Oh,
it's a
there
big
he
one.
goes.
Oh, that wasn't.
A little love tap?
Yeah, he's pretty weak for it.
That was.
He could have done better.
Still,
Could have
that-
gone all the way in.
You know, that
He
hippo,
it looked more like he just touched the hippo.
that
Like he
hippo
reached
has
out,
to
touched the hippo. He
be
didn't slap the
deloused and,
hippo.
like,
He's like, I got to touch the hippo on my mouth.
But now he's facing charges.
Yeah,
you
that
don't know
wasn't
where, you
worth
don't know
it.
where his hand's been. That hippo's
Yeah.
immune system
Oh.
could be like just one hand away, one butt slap away.
The way
That
I
is
see this
fucking
one is
true.
like,
That was the hippo that was gonna breed the, the white hippo, the prophecy. He just killed it.
if he had gotten in there, like gotten in there with a good old, like real good, like.
I thought he got up
teed
and was like
yeah,
dancing
teed
in
it
there.
up, just whacked it real hard, and then like bolted off. But this was just like a real like.
And
like,
he even giggled as he ran away. He was
It's
like,
not
like, so they call that celebrating. That's another crime in its own. It's like
It's like
they
touchdowns.
do it in the NFL.
Yeah, it wasn't not worth
Dance
it.
after the
Originally,
touchdown.
it sounded like it would have been worth
Like
it.
you
but
can't just commit a crime
I
and
mean, he
dance.
should have smacked.
The video
like, spanked
evidence
that.
revealed it was not worth it.
Yeah.
He could have done better.
Go for it.
He could have done.
Should have just gone for it.
Jersey beer.
Jersey beer.
Oh, so our last idiot of champions is this
Another
young
one.
lady
It's a young lady this time.
who
Not all idiots are gentlemen.
was suspected of drunk driving, and she told
Guilty.
police that she was a clean, thoroughbred white girl. and didn't deserve
A
to
corn-fed
be
white
arrested.
girl?
No, thoroughbred.
Oh.
I like corn-fed.
Corn-fed. I was like, what?
She looks like a clean
Corn-fed.
thoroughbred white girl.
She's not eating enough corn.
She does not look thoroughbred to me.
Smoking a little crack
No.
corn, though.
She definitely looks like there's been some sort of hard. She's young too, but still looks like there's a little
She blew
What
a
did she do?
drug
.18.
action.
She blew a .18.
Nice.
She kind of looks like she took a shovel to the face.
No,
Just by
not
accident.
that bad.
Just
This,
once. Just like one time
this
real
was a
quick.
cute girl, and
Yeah,
then
before the crack.
yeah,
She tried to say that she shouldn't be jailed because she was a cheerleader, a dancer, and a sorority girl who graduated from a high accredited university.
Like, how do they leak that? Like, who
she's
knows
like, I
this
was a
besides her and
cheerleader.
the
I am a
officer?
dancer at Scores.
The officer, like, tipped off the news, like, hey, this is how this arrest went down.
I'm sure he did. It's fucked up because I think that's who is the idiot in this case. Is it
Or
this woman
they
or
just
is it the
making a joke?
media?
Yeah.
Is it the fucking media
This
for
one-
making this a story?
This is a weaker idiot of champions than the other two.
Yes. Yes. But I think that's the thing is it's the media that's also the idiot in this case because they're just like kind of
They need something.
they didn't need to put this
Perpetuating
out
it,
there.
yeah.
you
Well, that's
know?
what I'm saying.
Stereotype.
They need something.
Let's feed some racism.
Let's get a little click.
Oh,
let's
look
get some
at white
clicks.
people.
Yeah,
They're always
honkies.
saying they're clean, thoroughbred.
Thoroughbreds?
Let's get some clicks.
Or that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what bugged me about it. Wasn't necessarily that she said it, but the
Just
fact that it
sounds bad.
became a fucking news story.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you're talking
And now
like
we're talking about it.
genetics or something. Thoroughbred. Purebred.
Thoroughbred.
She
White
didn't even
bread.
have blue eyes.
Just white bread.
She said she may have smoked pot earlier in the evening as
she
well.
may
She
have.
may have.
Can't remember though.
Too high.
Wait.
Fuck.
I think I smoked. I can't remember. I'm way too high.
Ain't the worst she did.
I don't know.
0.1.
I find it
8.
kind of hilarious.
Woo.
Yeah.
Jail.
Honkies.
All right.
I'm a
but
clean, thoroughbred.
I
white
say
girl.
Tell it
Goodbye
to the
to you.
judge. Bring her in.
Lauren
Could
Elizabeth
have killed somebody, you dumb
Cutshaw. I say goodnight to you.
Yes. You were drunk, bitch.
Hashtag idiot of champions.
Yep.
Another 3 to the list.
They deserve it.
That was. Did I see? No, we don't salute them.
All right.
All right. What else we got? Oh, that's it on that one. You
Yeah,
can pick the
it's
next
your,
one.
I get to pick.
It's your go, and don't
I
pick
mean-
the one I was gonna pick.
I don't know. There's two that I like here, but I think I'm going with the drugs don't work.
Drugs don't work.
Steve Smith says he's in search of whale sperm beer.
Oh God.
They brew it in on
Oh, they are.
Norway.
Yeah, they're doing that.
No, it has
They have
one
the
full
female-
the testicle of the whale or something.
Oh yeah, that's like a gigantic whale testicle in it.
And then they have the vaginal enzyme.
Ooh,
They
yeah,
do.
that's like another thing. Have you seen the?
Describe
in
it as a
search of
salty
thoroughbred
Have you
apple.
seen the
white girl.
promo video for that? It is disgusting. They show,
That's like you.
they show
you
this
know?
beautiful
It's the
woman,
beer- that's the beer of
and,
their people.
and then it's like, taste her essence. You're like, oh, come on.
I will.
It's like,
I
who's
think
buying that beer? The most
Anchorstein does
perverted,
that too.
lonely, dirty.
No, that's
freaking
a
man.
joke, right?
No, it's
That's real.
legit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a joke.
I
Wink,
might
wink,
try
nudge,
it.
nudge.
Oh wow. Huh.
It's ugh.
Don't knock it till
Okay.
you try it.
Indiscreet
It's
shit.
true.
I
The
mean-
swear jar is gonna fill.
That's just.
We promise you that.
It's just a marketing thing. Just a gimmick. A
Uh,
little
Ah,
extreme,
fuck.
if you ask me.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
what were we doing?
used to think
Sorry,
mead
the
was
drugs don't
crazy.
work.
drugs
So
don't work.
they arrested an American
Uh-oh.
teenager at
Oh,
the Mexico border.
video went out.
What?
Video went out.
What do you mean video went on?
Went back to the video.
Oh yeah, this thing.
Listen,
Yeah.
what the hell's going on with it?
Oh.
bleep,
No.
bleep, bloop,
Herpy
Blue.
derp.
bleep, bleep,
Sorry, guys.
bleep,
Yeah.
bloop.
Amateurs. So let's see.
Phenomena.
We have a fentanyl bust down at the border, where an American teenager was busted with 11,500 pills of
Oh.
fentanyl.
The fuck?
Yeah,
lot.
the biggest
Teenager.
bust they've had to date. And it was an American teenager, not even ICE detainee or anything
Someone
like
like
that.
sent them. They were like, "Listen, you're going there, picking up a package. Come back. Don't say anything. Don't talk to anyone."
They found
They're
it
using a
outside
kid as a
doors.
bait.
Demi Lovato.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And that's why the revenge happened because you got busted.
Yeah.
Knowed all the money.
this guy was also transporting 61 pounds of meth
Whoa!
and 14 pounds of heroin.
Do you have like a big coat on, like a North Face?
They had
Stuffed
a
to the gills?
filling his car doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd
Nice
get a big
work.
duffel bag that says "not drugs."
Yeah, I
like-
would have
And
personally
he didn't have
went the
any
more
weed?
unobvious route.
I feel like they didn't hide it very well.
No,
I mean, Hunter S. Thompson just had
not
a
if they didn't
suitcase.
cover it.
Asking him.
Well, I mean, it was covered, but like, come on. Does that look? I mean, we're looking at a picture here of like literally like the inside of like a car door, and it's just like, oh yeah, we'll just take the lining off and just shove it in there and then put the lining back. It just looks really like not well hidden.
Shoddy work.
I feel bad. I almost feel bad for the 19-year-old kid. He got the rust job.
I'm
Are you
glad
sure it's
all
hidden
that
well? Yeah,
shit
we hit
got
it.
confiscated. 'Cause,
Oh yeah,
that's like,
fentanyl is
whoa.
ridiculous.
What the fuck?
It's dangerous shit, man.
Whoa.
Fucking dangerous.
Don't get me started.
Leave it to the doctors, kids.
Or Demi Lovato.
Keep talking about fentanyl real quick.
Fentanyl,
What's the
man.
molecular structure?
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Did you hear that? That was what Demi Lovato. She had like OxyContin laced with fentanyl
Yeah.
in her system.
OD'd.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
It took out Prince.
Wait, she's dead?
No,
Tom
she's
Petty,
not
right?
dead. Prince is dead.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, but not her. Why is she so lucky?
Well, you roll that dice.
She's rich and young and white.
Illuminati?
Hey, Spanky,
Yes.
can you fire up that rig there?
Yes, I would love to.
Guy? While we're in.
Rig 'em
While
around.
we're talking about things and such.
Yeah, no, I'll take that.
Joshua, can
What?
you give me one of these?
One of those guys?
Yeah.
So those do work.
One of those cold ones.
Ooh.
Bottom left. Or is that?
Yeah.
The hot tub.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they say a German style Hell's Lager.
See, and
Can you
like
just say something about that?
And yeah, these Germans aren't all pissed off.
That we know of. They're probably watching at home.
They're
I know
probably
what
like,
you're
it's-
talking about.
You know, it's too late to get upset. We
Yeah.
could have been upset years ago.
It is too late to get upset.
That's my horrible German accent.
So this just like fentanyl's like is it like a tranquilizer or something? They just cut it in like all cocaine and fucking.
They cut it, or it's
heroin
like
and
in
shit.
everything.
Heroin. It's found in everything.
Everything.
They're fucking
Tylenol.
Does it do anything, or it's just like we're
It's more
poisoning?
intense than heroin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's like heroin.
a
It's an
hundred-
opiate.
ridiculous amount.
how much stronger? It's
It's
like
a
isn't
lot
it? Isn't it
stronger.
like elephant tranquilizer or something?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
Since
it's
if you
car
do-
fentanyl is car.
If you do
Car
just the right
fentanyl.
amount, it's like you're dead.
Yeah,
Like your body can't handle it.
Your
and
body's like, no,
if you touch
thank
it,
you.
if you touch it too,
Yeah, it can.
I
Certain
believe
ones.
it goes through your skin.
Can you brew beer with it?
Yes.
If
You
you want to
should.
kill people.
The big thing is like
Just
the
kill 'em
fentanyl
here.
we're seeing
Just a
and shit
drop in a
isn't the
bottle to
medical
control
grade
it?
stuff. It's fucking black market.
It's made in China.
It's insane.
Whoa.
And so it's
Ashes.
what?
It's the ashes of people.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Ashes of people.
Sounds evil.
What are we talking about here?
The fuck.
Sean Hill loves White Buffalo in a romantic way.
What? Oh,
That's
White
what
Buffalo.
Steve Smith says.
Do the dance then. The dance of the White Buffalo.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
I can,
Oh,
Sean
I can
Hill
elaborate on that
loves
one
White
if I have
Buffalo.
to.
We mentioned it before. We were talking about something. I don't know.
Sean Hill, he's the brewer and owner of Hill Farmstead Brewing,
Oh, for sure.
and they're the #1 rated brewery like multiple times over.
Oh shit.
And I guess so. He has a farmhouse ale festival every summer on the grounds of his brewery, which is his family's like property for like
Right.
7 generations in Vermont. It's beautiful there. I actually proposed to my fiance there. It's amazing. I love that spot. But I guess
That's
not
good
this past
beer.
year, but the last year at the festival, he had this
World
musical
class
act
beer.
called the White Buffalo. And,
Nice.
and it's just this like acoustic guitar player guy. And I don't know, there was all these, I guess, bunch of like social media posts with Sean Hill and him hanging out, and it looked like it kind of looked like they were in like a nice little relationship or
Right.
something. And so it gets joked about a little bit.
Maybe they
And then there was like some jokes about like, or some people saying like I guess maybe some staff members they are saying
So
like
wait,
people
is the
come
White
to the
Buffalo
festival and they
fentanyl?
don't fucking watch the
Is that like
music.
code word?
Maybe.
White buffalo. We must find the white buffalo.
But yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Steve. White Buffalo.
a big thing that just happened recently is that there was the approval to use
Let's get that meat.
fentanyl
Yeah.
as for lethal injection.
Really?
A judge has
Cherry
cleared the
or
use of
pear?
America's
Pear.
first use of fentanyl for lethal injection. That seems crazy.
I mean, to me, it sounds like it's more humane than other ways
Yeah.
of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it
it's
also sounds
against
like if
it.
we're just killing someone, like, because
But
they
it-
did something horrible, does it really need to be that fucking humane?
Right.
Which sounds awful. I sound like such a piece of shit saying that, but
Poor line.
I think it's interesting though that we're pushing this fight against fentanyl, and then we're killing people and
With it?
With it. And I mean, of course, they are different, but I don't think
Floaties.
the average Joe realizes the difference in what they're giving this guy and what people are dying from right and left.
Got a glass?
Chug a lug, dog.
This is just some
I
mead
always
I
just think back to that.
made.
They really like played up that video, rather not the video, but that picture of like the two parents in the minivan, like just totally OD'd in the
Yeah.
front seat with the kid in the back seat. Like, oh my god, it's so fucked up. Like, how do you? I don't know.
Did you get some
Got a glass?
of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That picture was fucked up.
How do you put something like that in front of your kid? Like, not like physically. I mean, like in your life. Like, it was more important to get like that hit
Yeah.
than to like
Thanks.
get home
buddy.
to like
Cheers.
take care of the kid or whatever. it
I
was.
think that's exactly it with a lot of drugs. I mean,
That was one.
meth,
Yeah.
Cheers,
heroin, they all
Thanks
take
for trying.
that toll. Fucking making people give up their kids, or take the drug in front of their kids, yeah, like before their kids. Not just in front of them, but before them. And
Yeah, it's pretty messed
I
up.
think it's coming a big deal across the country in general. It's not just that image, but it's bad.
And I
I've seen
understand like once you're addicted to something that like you're addicted to it, it's like you physically need it.
The drugs don't work. Just
But-
tell yourself that. Hashtag drugs.
I don't like
Hashtag
I don't
drugs
I
don't
don't necessarily subscribe
heard
to
stories
this whole,
about
like,
this.
addiction is
They
a
warned me.
disease type thing. Because like you did it to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like, and like alcoholism is a disease. Like, you know, like just because like your father drank and his father drank and his father drank doesn't mean like you're gonna
Break
drink
the cycle.
or you have to. You know,
Yeah, they say it's hereditary, but I don't know if it's necessarily hereditary through
Is it?
blood or through exposure.
exactly,
You know?
100%.
Like a eat old baby. You're just addicted to the alcohol.
Well,
Mom's
that's-
drinking.
Yeah,
Bottles of wine.
That definitely.
You come
becomes,
out.
like,
You're just
physical,
like beer. We're
yeah.
gonna get some beer. You're like, you're 1 year old. Dad, I know what I'm doing.
Take it easy there.
Pico brew.
Hey, baby. Stop
with the
selling
bottle
me.
attachment.
Yep.
Now by Gerber.
Get their grains.
Growler nipple.
I like it.
Made with rice.
Could be onto something here. Growler nipple.
What's the red mean?
The red means death penalty.
Oh, these are all the states with the death penalty.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Holy
Colorado's
shit.
on there.
Fuck yeah, Colorado's on here.
New Jersey's not.
Yeah,
We
I'm
just
not-
haven't sentenced somebody in a long time. Delaware.
I just can't
yes.
believe how many states, the majority of the states, are like, hell yeah, we will execute motherfuckers.
In a heartbeat.
You're like trying to find out.
New
what you're
Hampshire's
getting
up there,
sent.
surrounded by hell knows. And they're like, fuck those guys, we'll do it.
I'm surprised Nebraska.
Yeah.
Well,
just
and that's
torture
not
you.
necessarily true because I think this is in Nebraska.
They just
that-
torture you forever.
Yep,
and then they
this
just
guy's
say
in
you died of
Nebraska.
natural causes. They're just
Oh,
like,
man.
he just fucking died.
Yeah.
Wow.
Careful, you're
So
gonna end up in
fentanyl,
a
they're
jail
gonna
in
start
Nebraska
using it.
saying that.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy's
Saw it in a
great.
movie, man.
Why would
man.
you why would you get arrested for that? I mean, just the first part.
Potatoes.
The second part of that, yes.
MDMA binge.
It might
yeah.
have been the damage he caused to it.
What kind of damage do you do
If
to
you
a...
left him in there, man.
He was probably chucking them across the room.
What,
and
you
shit.
clog up the drain a little bit?
He was probably laying on him making mashed potatoes in the tub.
There was
And-
butter involved.
yeah.
You
It's got
can't make
really
mashed
weird.
potatoes without cooking them first.
They say it's gonna take $3,000 just to fix the wall.
Just the thought, man. You know, it'd be really hard to mash raw potatoes with your body.
You have a giant wooden
Just rolling
paddle.
around on it.
It would really hurt. I can't see it being fun at all. It'd be like, have you ever like put a lacrosse ball like on the wall and like kind of like
Oh yeah.
gotten into your muscles? It'd be like that, but your whole body.
The plot thickens. They saw him with the bag of potatoes and in women's clothing.
Ah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It may be this that led officers to believe that he was intoxicated.
They stereotyped him. It's wrong.
Profiling.
It's profiling.
It's just
I
a
like
cross-dresser
this, what
carrying
this says,
potatoes. Nothing to see here.
It says that his drugs were shitty. Tests showed that due to the impurity of the drugs, they're only worth about €300.
Even though he spent €750.
Oh, that's the worst.
He was robbed on the dark
When the
web.
cops find out your drugs are mids.
So this guy filled his potato, or was trying to fill his tub
They
with
start making fun of
potatoes
you.
on really bad
In good
MDMA.
shape.
Yeah, you're getting arrested
You
for
overpaid.
this.
TCB.
Yeah.
Some lab drugs.
There's a lot of like spice on the nose on this guy.
I don't know why
I really like
potato.
it. It's really good.
It's
would be
supposed
something-
to resemble a Moscow Mule cocktail.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
I can see that.
it's a pear wine, so it was initially just the honey. We have sage alfalfa honey here from Fort Collins, local honey, and
You can taste that sage.
added pear juice, fresh ginger, just the juice from some grated ginger, and and some organic lime juice, and just kind of let it finish out and bottled it when it started to clear up.
Shut up and take my money.
But this is just one of the aspects of like mead and what it can be, and you know, different process yields different result. Like he said, he gets the ginger on the nose. I was afraid like of how much ginger to put, where it was gonna come in taste, you know. Comes into play in different layers, like if you experiment with things in different parts of the fermentation. Maybe you want to start out with, you know, juice instead of water. Just have it like half grape juice,
Right.
order it from some winery, and then put the other, you know, half honey. Ferment it all together. So it's interesting.
Could
I'm
you
actually
use Sunny
gonna-
Delight?
Probably
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
but,
I mean, there's no
I think
reason.
there's like a
I'm
code
not
of
saying
ethics
for sure.
against it. I've seen people make like Lucky Charms beer and stuff.
Oh.
Just throw anything in there.
He is an above average Joe. Jonathan Butler says.
Thank you.
And Mike says, lol.
Got my cape.
Fucking Mike.
Oh.
And you liked it. You liked that.
I did. I did. We gotta make our fans feel, you know, loved. Utah man sues McDonald's after Diet Coke allegedly
Yeah,
is
what
positive
the fuck?
for opiates.
That he put in there.
Told you, it's in everything.
I got this Diet Coke and I
It's in the
accidentally
water,
dropped
man.
my heroin in it. And
He says that his drink was allegedly spiked with the heroin substitute, Suboxone.
How do they prove that?
I don't know.
Did he like pass out right there or something?
Maybe it was in his 2 chicken sandwiches. You never know.
Oh, I want chicken sandwich.
McChickens, man.
Is this
They're
some like
dangerous.
something against like fast food right
Well,
now?
like,
Because I'm still gonna get
it's
my
alleged.
chicken sandwiches.
Like, I'm just, you know. Come on.
I'm
now.
scared it's
You know
gonna
what's
stop
gonna
me
happen.
from my
You know
chicken
exactly
sandwiches.
what's gonna happen with this situation. McDonald's is gonna give him a little bit of money.
Well,
maybe not as much as he wants,
look.
but and then it'll just be done.
2 chicken sandwiches, 2 Diet Cokes. Oh, that was for his family.
He says while watching his children after drinking the beverage, he said that his fingers became non-responsive and he began to lose feeling in his arms and legs.
He got free drugs and he's complaining.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, I'm fine.
He could have gotten a refill before he left.
I know.
No.
Double
He had his
that.
family. What if someone put something in there? I don't know. That's his claim. So I guess what do? They gotta check the camera, see if someone like was cracking some Suboxone in there.
What if
Yeah,
his kids
supposedly,
spiked him
yeah.
or something when he wasn't looking?
Like,
What if he's a
where's this
terrible
kid getting
parent?
This is
heroin
what they do in the
substitutes?
schoolyards now.
Yeah,
They're like,
finding it.
give your dad this.
Yeah.
He'll get off your bag. Then we can have more playtime.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's in the water.
So they say essentially after comparing it to his wife's Diet Coke that they found that his had a filmy and speckly surface.
So this is gonna go like in front of a judge and what?
It's
I mean,
not, because
maybe,
McDonald's is going to pay this dude
Yeah,
out.
I was gonna say he tested positive for it, but like that's so we're believing that he didn't take anything. That's it.
He got drug tested and came up positive for that stuff?
Well, McDonald's is also being they tested it.
He
and
passed
found
out.
that it had it.
And then he just like
He
and
landed on
tested
the table.
positive for that. And he's like, I don't take that. Like, what the fuck? No, we don't.
Oh, he
like, I don't
totally-
have any medication.
See, now the plot thickens a little bit.
Yeah.
He passes out, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta cover my ass because I can't let my wife and kids know that I'm a total junkie. And it was McDonald's fault.
He was like, shit, I took it down.
And
I was
now
supposed
he's
to take
gonna
an
get
upper.
all sorts of hookups. He'll have his addiction paid for.
Free McDoubles for life.
He just saw his chicken sandwich getting like all far away from him. and,
He's like bringing it close, like,
oh
no!
no, I took the downer instead.
That was the acid pill.
If I got free McDoubles for life, I would quit my job. That's all I need.
Natty
Yeah.
Rams.
It's just free
Natty
McDoubles.
Rams.
I would just
Christopher
trade
Jonesy.
McDoubles. For,
Natty Rams.
I need some clothes. Hey, got McDoubles. You wanna
McDouble
trade?
wrappers, man.
Do you want to take turns?
No. Let's watch a video.
Well, the videos are only 5 minutes long.
Oh. Okay. Are you saying you want to go smoke
Video
right now?
break.
Okay. Go smoke, I guess.
Video
I'll pick the
break
next
to smoke
topic.
the
We're gonna
fucking
rotate.
Yeah.
Video break.
I'll be
smoke
back.
the fucking
Go out,
Um,
Jim.
I'm not. I'm gonna sit here in front of the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
gonna,
get to talk together.
I'm gonna switch over. Well, Doug goes.
Where are you
and
going with the
smokes.
lighter? You hand me a bowl with no lighter.
Hang out, lighters. It's the
Whoa.
studio.
You just
Yeah.
walked away with the
Fancy
lighter.
studio. Here.
That was a terrible throw.
I
That
got
was
2 lighters
angry.
thrown at me.
It's better than no
I don't
lighters.
know where one went, so that's where we're
I
at.
hope
Right,
it
the
was
other one's
mine.
lost.
I believe it's that
Yeah,
one.
that was mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
yours is safe, man. Good for you. Good for you. Well, you know what? I don't care what Doug says. Play video. I'm gonna do a dab.
Just do a dab.
Yeah,
Let's
do a
talk.
dab. There's
do a
people-
dab and
Fine. What do you guys want to talk about while I do this? What? It's my turn to pick topic, but would it be rude to pick without them here?
I mean, maybe.
No. Fuck it. Then I'm definitely doing it.
You could pick just the worst looking topic.
talk. Do you guys know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
No.
I actually don't know him.
Is it like Muff?
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Of course. Who wouldn't be cooler if we did?
Ah, man, the Muffin Man's probably such a pimp.
Probably.
He's got all the little donut ladies.
Yeah.
Those whatever they call it, the donut holes.
Dough hose.
Dohos. He's got them dohos
Dohos,
lined
yeah.
up on a train.
Yo-ho, doho.
Doho. That's his song.
Yeet, yeet.
I want to make some dough hose. For Dough's hose.
Do's hos?
Faux show.
I can't really fox with Do's hos.
I can't either. Not anymore.
My fiance would not be appreciative.
Negative.
It's quite thoughtful of you. Good for you.
I try to be, considerate.
Let's
of her.
hear it.
Hey.
Hey.
What are people saying? What are people?
That's a great beard, says Brett Andrews.
That's a great
Yes, it is.
beer.
Beard
Oh,
with
thank-
a D.
Thank you, Brett Andrews.
Hey, you know what?
It grows out of my face.
Fuck Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, he said fuck Mike if you couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spanky.
Who's Mike?
He's
the guy
our,
who I'm filling in for tonight
Oh.
is actually my landlord.
and
Oh.
he's our
Yeah.
friend. But he's the man, and we fight the man and stuff. I don't know.
He's
Teenage
so-
angst.
Stick it to the man.
Yeah. Teenage angst. Alright, so I gonna pick a topic called That's Where It Happens.
You just
And
picked the first one.
huh?
You just picked the first one.
I know.
All right.
But so that's where it happens. is usually in Florida.
Boogeyman.
It is usually in Florida.
Usually. But this week we have a
Yes, it
story.
happened in Florida.
It may have.
It was. I'm going to pick the other one now, just to throw you off. A Nazi flag was found flying in Wyoming, of all places,
Dun, dun, dun.
in a
Neighbors
public
north.
park. So, have you guys ever been to Wyoming? Like,
Yep.
you spend time up there?
I've not been.
You
And the, like,
are
Cheyenne
lucky.
I'd like to
Camping.
I'd like to go to Jackson Hole.
We, me and Doug, we just recently spent an evening in Wyoming watching.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I saw some stream.
was-
I got some. Got
was-
like all G.G. Allen crazy.
It was the scariest thing I think I have ever encountered as a person. There was a giant drunk guy who was trying to mosh with people, and he was trying to mosh with Doug holding the nice camera. And then he assaulted
what
our
was the
friend.
Venmo? What was the venue for this?
It was like the fucking like Red Rock or something. Where'd we see Nikki
Oh
at?
fuck! I don't even Redwood.
Redwood. It was terrifying.
Was it a
had
concert?
a-
What was it?
It was so our buddy performs under the name Mr. Fister.
Mr. Fister?
Yeah, and another guy started performing under the name Mr. Fister, and
They
so
had
they
a
had a
battle.
challenge, and we live streamed it and filmed it. But in the process, at the end, our friend was puking because he did a challenge where he ate worms and drank all these sauces, and another guy like sexually assaulted him and attacked him.
Sexually
Yeah,
assaulted.
grabbed him by the
on-
wiener.
Yeah, yeah, and like tried to fuck with him. It was crazy.
And you just
Yeah.
had gear all set up, and we're just like, what do we
A
do?
little bit
Yeah,
of both.
we should try that out.
The cherry?
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah. I got a bottle of each. Also, I brought 2 of each. So.
And Brett, awesome. I love to hear that you guys are listening to us while working. If you guys haven't had the chance to check out Brett Andrews' work, he is a phenomenal fucking glass blower.
What's up,
Check
Brett?
him out. Send us your Instagram so we can plug it, Brett. Brett is good people.
Yeah.
That glass.
So
It's
yeah,
That glass.
Nazi flag found hanging in
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Is anybody surprised by this?
Not by the story you
What?
just told.
Camera. It do it
No,
again.
exactly.
The
Wow, what
camera
the fuck?
fucked up again. It hates you, Doug.
I don't know why it's doing that. It's never done that before.
It's because Mike's cursed it.
Yeah, Mike gave it salmonella.
I believe that.
All right, so yeah, that's why we call it "That's Where It Happens," is because Nazi
It's got a
flags show
glass.
up.
Try some cherry? Cherry vanilla?
Ad.
Cherry vanilla?
Oh shit.
Mead? Honey wine? Ambrosia? Nectar? Whatever you want to call it.
Good stuff.
Ambrosia, one of my
What do you guys
favorite
think of this,
70s,
though?
80s groups.
Huh?
Oh, really?
That,
Thoughts?
Love Ambrosia.
That's scary.
This was in Laramie in a public park.
Josh?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
In a public park in Laramie. Probably the most progressive town next to Jackson Hole
So what
in all
happened?
of Wyoming. It was just they don't know why it was there.
They found it. It looked like it was like hand knitted. It looked fancy, like some old lady did it.
Like crocheted it.
Yeah. She's
Some
a Nazi
teenagers
lady.
like playing some sick fucking prank that don't know what the
Dude.
fuck they're
Was
doing.
their home ec project?
It was the Boy Scouts. What?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's fucking nuts. Maybe it was. Maybe it was the.
I just like
Illuminati.
that they're not out there themselves holding it because they're scared because they know what'll happen. Yeah, okay, hang your
What
shit
if you
up.
seen the
Yep,
person
in the
who-
middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw him like getting up there, hanging up that flag. I'd
Yeah,
be
I'd be
like,
like,
what the
hell
fuck? Take
no.
that fucking down.
Hell no, yeah, take that shit down.
No one's gonna come crying for you.
Do you think it was somebody who was being serious or somebody who was just playing a prank?
You don't know. It's obviously a nut job of some sort.
They say in Laramie they experience a small amount of a very low amount of
It gives them a bad
motivated
image.
crimes.
Gives them, yeah. Maybe someone was making a statement.
Let's see. We got more comments. We got
Someone
Steve
have Wyoming
saying his
stories?
beard won awards in New Jersey. Your beard?
It's a famous beard.
My mustache, which I just like trimmed out big time. But yeah, I won a natural mustache.
The mustache like arm
Competition.
wrestles another mustache. Duke it out.
No. Yeah, that was a fun night. Not much to say about it, but yeah.
You want like magazine cover or something for that.
I did not.
New
read-
Jersey Beards.
No.
Beards and Cigars magazine. It's like him in a suit. He's like,
Not
got a
true.
nice watch.
Not true at all.
they're like, all right, that's enough time with the watch. Get back.
Your beard frames that cigar very
Alright, so
well.
give us the Rolex back. But this is how I was getting paid.
And it's $4.95 for a copy of the magazine.
Yeah.
Troy says he worked in Wyoming for a bit. It was whack. Bar fight central. Maxine Lynch says, hi, Josh.
Hi, Maxine.
Not you.
Yeah, not me.
Joshua.
Yeah, that's a good friend of mine.
I don't know.
Nice.
Hi, Maxine. Thanks
So
for
cool,
joining us.
everyone's just
We're
like
talking
hanging
about
out.
Nazi flags in Wyoming.
She's definitely not a fan of Nazi flags in
We
Wyoming.
should burn all the
I can
flags.
guarantee you that.
Either am I.
Stay
have
on
to
that
say.
Colorado line, but like, unless you have like a Jeep or truck that you can off-road, and then go check out some mountains in Wyoming. But
It looks like Steve said
Probably
he was
don't
on
wanna-
a thoroughbred white girl.
Yeah, a clean thoroughbred.
you probably don't want to go
We
to
all
these psycho
see 'em.
bars that you guys are at, where the people are like methed up and
touching people.
fucking sheep and all this crazy
All messed
shit.
up and nowhere to go.
That's messed up, man.
Terrible problem to have.
It's messed up.
You getting saucy?
I've been saucy.
You are. You look
It's
saucy.
a good time. I haven't
look
drank that
saucy.
much lately.
What's
There's
our
still
other?
more bottles. I still have a
Yeah.
tart.
Is it my top?
Cherry
Choose.
wine.
No,
Choose.
we have
We-
more
We have,
topics.
now it goes to
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Florida!
Florida
Of
woman.
course.
So this woman supposedly, she was running from a spider. She escaped into a park
Oh,
naked
this-
on drugs.
This headline makes it. Can you go back up a little bit?
Yeah.
This
Flor-
headline makes it sound like she's trying to escape a spider cop.
Yeah, that's true.
Which
An
is
eight-armed cop.
which sounds way more awesome.
Would have
8
loved to have
guns
seen
just
that.
running loose.
I have to escape the spider cops. They're everywhere.
Would 2 be legs, or would it have 8 arms, or
She's
would it have 4 legs?
she has
Like,
charges
that's
of exposure of sexual organs.
I saw her organs. It was disgusting.
Sexually.
I can see the insides.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. When you
horrible.
see inside the hole, that's when you get the next
She was
level
high
up.
on drugs. What kind of drugs was she high on? Does it say?
Let's see.
It says she said the spiders were in her blood and her blood itched, so no matter
Meth,
where
I'm
she
guessing?
ran, she
No,
couldn't
that sounds
escape
like some
them.
flocka or some crazy shit.
The spiders are in my blood.
Crack cocaine, spice, and crystal meth.
Okay.
Whoa.
You guys win.
Is that like
Cocktail.
called something like
The mix.
It's called the Spider Cop.
It's called the
the spice of
Danielle.
life?
Yeah.
Spider mix.
It's called the Teeples.
Well, that's a Jeffrey. She was smoking
Yeah, she
a little
definitely.
bit of everything in
She
there.
was definitely Jeffrey.
It's the
She was
Danielle.
rubbing herself and running between 2 trees.
Huh. Is there a video of this one?
I wish.
They're not gonna
She doesn't
show
look
that.
40 for as much drugs as she's on. Like, she doesn't look 40.
Like a rough
Maybe
35.
Yeah, rough 35, I would say.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Fucking Teeples.
This seems pretty tame for Florida though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more tame stories we've
Naked
covered.
woman in the park on drugs. That sounds like day-to-day stuff.
She had
I
a
mean,
good
the-
day.
The one guy grabbed an alligator
Tuesday.
and ran through a beer
Bath
store
salts.
and was just running through the liquor store with the alligator.
Oh, that was great. And then they interviewed him afterward. He's like,
And
I
they
have
fucking
no
interviewed him.
Yeah.
I have like the next day or something.
What?
Like, I have
No big
I don't-
deal.
He's like, I don't remember doing that. I'm sorry. Don't remember doing that.
He's just
Damn
like, he's my
news
drinking
media.
buddy for the night.
Fake news media spreading the lies about me and gators. It wasn't him, it was drunk him.
We were
They're
going
2
to.
different people.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about on That's Where It Happens is the fucking homeless problem, man, up in
Homeless.
Portland.
Portland.
The homeless and the drug problem, man. I was just up there for a week, and it's definitely changed a lot just in the last year with the problem of the homeless population. They're fucking camping on people's sidewalks in front of their houses. They're shitting everywhere. They're pissing everywhere. They're shooting up anywhere and everywhere. And it's gotten bad, man. And the cops can't do shit about it. Like, the ACLU stepped in, sued them, and so now they're afraid to do anything about it. It's crazy.
When I was there like 2 years ago, it was like anywhere there was like, you're on the highway and it like loops off and
Yeah.
around underneath the highway. That loop, if there was grass there, that is now
Yep.
just like
Oh, yeah,
I can.
a tent community.
Yep.
like a huge, like not just like a little camp, like a encampment, like a whole.
No, you're
thing,
right.
like a whole like to do. It's crazy.
And they're not leaving candy bar wrappers on the side.
No. Well, and now straight up, not even on the loops. They're in the fucking medians on the interstates. They're camping in the fucking medians
On the highway.
on the highway.
It's crazy.
On the fucking
Why would
interstate.
you want to be like in the middle of the highway?
Because if you get hit, you're not to blame. The people who hit you are to blame. And so if you survive,
What if they just
So-
start like panhandling and
So
getting
they're
hit
like,
by cars like that,
I'm
winning
gonna
lawsuits,
sleep here.
start buying weapons, and they're like, "This is our land. We
Well-
claim this part of the median."
yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like you got to go in. It's got to be a whole court case. They're like,
No,
"We're taking it."
they'll get removed. No, they the minute
All right,
guns
that was
are
far
involved, they're gonna get removed.
Sometimes. It takes the Oregon Department of Transportation over a month to respond to claims like that.
What's the city like? What's the jobs like? Do they have like?
They have jobs. That's the thing.
Programs
Is they,
for homeless,
well, they have a lot of
shelters.
programs, but the thing is it's not that they're helping people rehabilitate or change. They're just mending wounds, and so they're throwing a lot of fucking money into these services, and they're no longer charging people with use of drugs in public or petty possession. It's just a violation. So there's not treatment options
That's
for these
enabling.
people. And so basically it's become real attractive to other homeless people around the country to go there and use these social services and take advantage of this. And so now they're saying on average per year there's a 10% increase in just the unsheltered homeless populations. That doesn't include fucking people who are in transitional housing, sleeping with other people, sleeping in their cars. These are people who are on the streets. Vancouver, right across the bridge, noticed a 40% increase between 2017 and 2018 in unsheltered
Vancouver, like
Washington. And it's literally right
I don't
across the
understand.
water.
Like it gets cold as shit there.
does.
What the hell do you do in the wintertime?
The Northwest.
I don't know. They go into shelters or go into squalid housing. You know, they take over spots that are abandoned. And I mean, there is a push going on in the community from lack of affordable housing, but there's also this. We've embraced and accepted this problem, and people can't do shit about it. And so the homeless know that the normal citizen can't do anything to you about fucking you shitting on their doorstep or shooting up right in front of their fucking house.
Just come out with a broom and you're like, shoo, shoo!
Businesses are
God,
closing
third one
because-
since lunchtime.
Right and left.
Can't
they're
have any
closing.
peace anymore.
And I mean, I think that there's a lot of good in social programs and help, but you got to hold people accountable too.
Something's wrong with the
You
system,
know,
right? People
right.
are out on the streets.
Just throwing money at it, more and more money at it, to where it's just hemorrhaging now, and it's fucking crazy. There's always been a homeless problem there, but in many ways it was contained to certain areas. And off to its own, and now they encourage people that they're doing. The governor passed a safe camp campaign to where you're encouraged to camp 5 to 9 people deep for safety's sake. It's not really safety's sake. It's fucking crazy. And people are who are taxpayers and have these homes. Their fucking property values going down. Their parks across the street are too dangerous for their kids to play in because there's fucking needles, human waste, trash, broken glass, everything, everywhere. People camping on
Is
fucking
there violent
tombstones.
crimes?
Oh yeah, there's violent crimes from it.
So, like, you can see statistically violent crimes.
Yep, they've
and
seen a
shit
huge
like that.
increase in violent crimes, robberies.
See, that sucks.
all
But
sorts
I
of
guess
shit
that
from it.
follows the drugs and all that. Alright. Money.
I don't know. It
Drugs
just
and money.
it blew my fucking mind.
Honey.
How much it's changed.
It's like the cherry. Is the cherry good?
Sure.
They passed a law that said that if you're a family, you can't be turned away from housing, and so they'll either find a shelter for you or they will give you a voucher to go stay in a hotel. And so a lot of drug addicted families are getting vouchers to go stay in hotels all over the county. It's costing a lot of fucking money, doing that, and it's also taking away from the resources of infrastructure. So shelters are becoming to where they're uninhabitable. Their roofs are fucking leaking. They've got rat problems, shit like that, because they're spending so much on putting people in hotels, and then they're closing shelters because it's a health issue, and so it's fucking crazy.
That sucks
man.
if you're just like down on your luck and just like trying to like turn it all around and like you're affected by that too.
Yeah, but
Kind
there's
of screws you up
definitely
a little.
those people out there, but then there's definitely like you see like young kids who like chose it.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. The street kid culture is a big thing out there. Always has been. But now it's just gotten to a point where, I mean, people are wanting to move out, and I don't know. It was kind of sad to see
They moved
the
to
point it's
Wyoming.
gone to.
You never know. It's just as weird.
Oh, fresh one.
That guy. I smuggled some beer from working. But I don't know. It's just it's fucking crazy, man. We're embracing the drugs and shit there. A buddy of mine works. They have these permanent food cart parks, essentially, is what they're called.
Yeah,
Nice.
They put a lot of money and work
They're
into
awesome.
them. They're awesome. But like a buddy of mine works security at one of the big ones there, Cartlandia. And he caught a guy shooting up right outside one of the fucking food carts while families were around, and it was a family night. And he called the cops and basically was told he can't fucking do anything about it. If he tries to make the guy move, he could be in trouble. Like, what the fuck?
That's messed up.
That shit ain't right. And that's a health issue in itself.
It's gonna be like a little like the bus stop like for the smokers, and it's gonna be like a little shoot up
The
den,
heroin area.
a
So
little gate.
all the bathrooms,
Has
all
like-
the porta potties,
Well, it's like
everything.
a dog park. It's like a little corral. They just like go in.
and it's like lined with mattresses, so they
Yeah.
can like just pass out.
Like, Mario, what are those people laying there?
I
And
don't worry
they have
about
health-
them.
there are
They're just
needle plates
napping.
everywhere.
They're just napping.
Don't ever nap there though. It's public nap space. That's all that is.
Why are there no slides on that park?
It's crazy. They have public needle exchanges, clean needle exchanges everywhere. But there's, and even like the fact that all the porta potties, all the bathrooms, they all have needle fucking drop points in there, but nobody's using them. They're just, fuck it.
Well, yeah. Once you're like high as shit from heroin, you're not gonna get up and like go move to like throw this away. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Yeah,
Even
they
if
should,
it's 2 feet away.
they should put them on the ground.
yeah, you're
At the
done.
walls instead of like probably all up on the wall.
just like gutters that
Yeah,
they can drain
yeah.
into.
Just a trough,
Send in like this robot vacuum cleaner.
like a Roomba.
Like a rover though, like
Yeah.
a Mars rover. It like scoops it up.
A
It's like,
heroin needle room.
Yeah.
There was
puts it in the
a
trash can.
lady
Definitely
who
need that.
lives in
It's like
a
the bomb
definitely
squad.
a decent part of town. And their cemetery nearby and their playgrounds had become overran with camps and trash, and so she decided to start a coalition to bring attention to it to the city.
It's like the gangs in New York, and they all make tribes and stuff.
Yeah,
and fight
that's
each other.
essentially what she had to do, was create this group to say, fuck you, do something, help us clean this up. They wouldn't, so she told them she was going to clean it up
Please
and put it
do.
on their doorsteps. Like, straight up put it on City Hall's doorsteps.
I see cherries
So
again.
they went in
Or cherry.
and cleaned up all this
That's what
human
my dad does
shit,
it too.
human piss, needles, trash, and put it in these plexiglass cases and dropped them off at City Hall to show them, like, hey, fuck you, this is what we're dealing with, and you're not taking care of it. And so they arrested her for destruction of government property.
Did you see that?
They do all have dogs, Maxine. They all have fucking dogs.
What's wrong with
Pick
them
up your
having-
dog waste,
At least the
people.
dogs are being somewhat taken care of.
Yeah,
but
the dogs are
Pick
probably
up
being
your
taken
dog
care of
waste.
Let's
better.
bring up here. I think we got a live one.
You want this?
We are
Yeah,
live.
we might need that too.
Good catch. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking nuts.
Like you
And
gusher.
I think there's better ways they could have
We're
gone
good.
about this whole situation. In
Lord,
general.
I am ready to receive you.
Yeah,
Well,
drink a little.
So we got some bourbon barrel aged, sparkling, dry, tart cherry wine.
I like it.
Trying to get you drunk, dog. I want to take advantage of you.
Don't take advantage of me. What is that? Oh, is that the cherry one?
Yeah, this is it Pete's Garage?
Where's this from?
That's Red Fox Cellars out in Palisade, Colorado, so the western slope. If you guys haven't been to Palisade, it's like one of the most beautiful places in Colorado.
It is beautiful.
It's
Wow.
like just this. They say it's a microclimate. Like there's just tons of fruiting property. Like there's vineyards.
Are they spontaneous?
and orchards. This one is Brett Farmhouse Wine. I don't believe this is spontaneous.
You're spontaneous, Joe.
Yes.
Steve Smith
I just
says
started drinking out the bottle.
all homeless
Should I chug
all
it?
have iPhones and good data plans too. We should make a homeless app that directs them to the designated shit zones.
That's not a bad idea.
I think it's great. I don't think you're far off either. They either stole it or they're paying with it with their panhandling. Free Wi-Fi everywhere, so.
Yeah, it's like a free Wi-Fi, and that's why they just stay in that area and take shits all day.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, what bridge we shitting under tonight?
It could literally
Whose
just be like
doorstep?
Where you at?
my fiance went to Bangladesh, and she said that the bathrooms are just holes in the ground. So like, that why don't we just give them like a Wi-Fi hole zone, and they can just
Yeah.
chill all day. They can
What?
like
That's
make
a
the
horrible idea.
It's the
What?
What do you
holy
mean?
hotspot.
One of
yeah,
them,
it's the holy exactly. You can
Yeah.
you can piss and shit. You can do your drugs.
they're gonna
First
get
action,
high and
right.
fall in the hole.
Holy hotspot.
They're gonna get high and
It's
fall in
not
the
a
hole.
big
They're not-
hole.
The hole has a building around it. It's like a little outhouse, just instead of a toilet inside, there's a hole.
It's just like
gonna be your job to
squat.
clean
Yeah,
that
you
room.
just squat it up.
No, you just squat over
You
it.
squat it up all natural like. And
Yeah.
Expert mode, the hole gets smaller.
Problem is,
Yeah.
like, who's gonna supply toilet paper? Like, I don't.
There
want,
is no toilet
I don't want
paper.
taxpayers paying for the goddamn toilet paper.
Right.
Yeah, make them deal with it.
Yeah. You
Then
guys
you
have
have,
to,
like,
If they're
shit
nice
smears
enough
on
to
everything.
use fucking toilet
that
paper.
is true. You have to panhandle for your toilet paper, right?
BYOTP.
BYOTP.
You know, I heard the original
That's what
method
my
is just a
sign
brown
would just
paper
say.
bag.
I don't want mine.
Squat
Just
next
bring
to
me
the
a roll
river.
of TP. That's my sign. Just bring me some ass wipe. That's it.
I don't need money, just give me
Wet
some toilet paper.
wet wipes would be amazing.
I gotta
but
say-
I'm not that.
A funny
Greedy.
fucking story while we're at that, but Portland is like the land of hipsters and extreme liberals, right? There's a lot of fucking extreme liberals. And I went and did comedy at a place called the Funhouse Lounge while I was there. And my friend, our friend that was with us got drunk. And we,
Funhouse Lounge.
yeah, the Funhouse Lounge, fun spot.
Fun factory.
But she got drunk as shit. And as we're driving, she had to puke. And so we pulled off onto the side of the road, and she's puking outside the car.
I like that.
And this guy
Tell me
is
how
standing.
that is. That's interesting.
This guy is standing on the side of the road with his dog, and he picks the dog up, covers the dog's eyes, and scurries away like all like no.
I think I saw your
can't let-"
Facebook post about that.
And it was fucking insane to see.
It's a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
And I don't think it had anything to do with the dog wanting to eat the puke. I think it had to do with he worried it was
11.7%.
that fragile to
Yeah.
see that.
Have you guys ever puked like right in front of someone? Like,
Oh yeah.
I have
Every
this.
day.
True story.
I got
got one.
real drunk with an old bandmate of mine at this bar that I worked at the time, and I got driven home by my roommate to my car. I left my car at the bar, which was the smart thing to do because I was pretty drunk.
What if I just projectile vomited on him right now?
So my friend, my bandmate's like, you gotta come hang out.
Here we go, paper
After I
towels
got
for
out of
that.
there. So I'm like, cool, I'll just ride my bicycle, right? Like down like basically this pretty good highway, Route 46 in New Jersey.
Bicycle down Route 46. You trying to die?
Thank you. Anyway, it didn't go so well because I was really drunk and I made it like
The other side,
kind of
no
far,
horses,
but not,
no
not
bicycles.
far,
Come
not
on.
far enough. And I had to like call my buddy, like, you gotta come pick me up. They come pick me up. I get to my buddy's place. I'm hanging out for like 10 minutes, and bam, I'm in the fucking bathroom puking, and I pass out. The next morning, we wake up, go to get food, and I'm like, I don't want to eat anything, but I got this mango, like, kind of
More
like
puke.
mango,
Mango
juice
Revenge.
puree drink,
Right.
right? It's normally delicious. So I drink
It looked the same as it came out.
You know. So
It was just
we get in the
orange
car
stuff.
after eating, and my buddy literally pulls out for a second. I'm like, yo, dude, pull over real quick. So I take a minute. I'm like, can you put on the AC? And he goes, I don't have AC. I'm like, all right, well, let's just drive then. So he drives about another not even 2 seconds. I'm like, all right, dude, pull over. And immediately I'm out the door throwing up on the sidewalk. And it's bad, it's loud, it's bright fucking yellow, of course, from being mango. And then when I'm done and I'm just like, I just look up and I just lock eyes with this woman who's sitting on her front porch just watching me just puke all over her sidewalk.
What were you drinking the night before?
Oh, everything.
That'll
Just
happen.
hard alcohol, liquor drinks. Them liquor drinks got me good.
You're drinking vodka and cranberry juice?
No.
This
Donovan?
is, bourbon barrel cherry sour beer.
Oh, this is
No, he's saying he's drinking
Oh,
vodka.
hey.
Well, cheers to your vodka and cran. Your Cape Cod there, sir.
Cape Cod. That's
Does it have a lime in it?
off.
Maybe.
Fine place. Cape Cod.
We're drinking Berg Barrel Aged cherry wine. That's sparkling and delicious.
I was
Colorado
once
fruit.
under the influence of maybe some opiate-like substances.
Whoa.
Yeah, me.
That's illegal.
Dun,
It
dun,
was.
dun.
But we decided to go to fucking
story, yes.
Elitch's back when it was Six Flags.
What was it?
Elitch's, like the theme park.
It's
down
like
in
Six
Denver.
Flags back home. Great
Yeah,
Adventure.
it used to be Six Flags. Elitch
The
Garden.
little shitty one in Denver?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
looks
that
like
one.
crap?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
But we went to that one, and I was all fucked up, and we ate some Panda Express.
Ooh.
Did you puke
And-
on a roller coaster?
Well, no, so we did the teacup ride.
Oh!
And I was heading to the bathroom to puke, and I couldn't make it.
So you went on the
And-
teacup ride
No,
instead.
I puked right there in the middle of the walkway at Six Flags, and I look up, and there's a whole family in front of me, just at the feet of my fucking puke. It was amazing. And they all looked at me with the fear of God in their eyes, because you could tell it was fucked up. It wasn't just the roller coaster. This guy's fucked up. He looks like he's on heroin.
They saw right through it.
Yeah. So I fucking soiled some kids that night. No homo.
So,
What?
Yeah, we should
I-
edit that one.
I threw
No.
up. I went to a Catholic
That's the
school
worst.
growing up, right? Catholic
Makes
school.
sense.
This thing turned into a what's in your glass thread.
Yeah, I'm drinking margaritas, Corey says.
We're drinking
Do you want to
cherry
hear how I
wine.
puked in church?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically,
Oh.
I went to a Catholic school, so about 5th grade, we used to go across the street from our school, walk, go to church twice a month or something. So yeah, just started feeling hot and cold. I was too young to be doing heroin. I
Hot
was
and
in
cold?
5th grade. Yeah, I was all hot,
You
and
was
I was
having hot
cold, and I
flashes.
was I just knew I was gonna be sick. And just girl in front of me, a grade lower or something, didn't know really who she was, but just boom, all over the back of the uniform, Manhattan clam chowder, looking shit, hot and probably, and just in the middle of church, everyone's just what the fuck, and I'm just
Exorcist.
they're
level.
oh shit, bring him to the nurse. I got to go
This
home. I'm
reminds
just
me of a lift ride I
just
took.
pretend that never happened again. I always wonder that girl, if she's watching. I'm sorry. She got sick. I'm not the spawn of Satan.
Tiffany
You're not
says,
cursed.
"You guys rock, representing from Weatherford, Texas."
All right.
We are currently
Story
experiencing
about
technical
Is
difficulties.
that the Texas anthem?
We are currently experiencing
What did you do?
technical
Go back to
difficulties.
the main
Texas.
street.
I hate it.
What are we listening to?
I don't know. You're getting some.
Mac, making technical
Mac.
Oh.
Whose topic is it?
I think it's.
Only Tech can
I think
save
it's-
us.
I think it's
because,
Joe's or-
seriously,
Did you
Tech
pick
is
one?
failing
Yeah,
us.
It's
We're
your
dying.
turn. 'cause I
Oh,
just
it's
have
my
last.
turn.
No, didn't he just do?
No, we talked about that's where it happens.
Oh yeah, it was just
Yeah.
a bigger, a finer talking point.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I understand now.
So, earn your wings. I want to talk about earn your wings. This dude
Learn to
up
fly?
in Washington
Earn your
stole
wings. What the
a
fuck is
fucking jet or a
Yes.
plane from
Oh,
where he
yeah.
worked,
What the fuck?
and
What was his job?
I think he was a baggage dude or something like that, a maintenance guy.
that? He,
He knows how to get a plane airborne.
no, he was not a baggage guy.
No,
He's definitely obviously knew how to fly a plane.
That's what I'm
He's not a
saying.
pilot. He was
no,
not
he
a
wasn't
pilot.
a pilot,
Yeah.
but he.
Plays a lot of Call of Duty, man.
Just like Battlefield,
Yeah.
he's all like,
He
I've
doesn't
done this on a
fucking-
fucking.
I played
CPS.
Flight Simulator
You
when I
just
grew
hit
up.
A a bunch, right?
Yeah.
Pull the trigger.
I'll just hit all these buttons and oh, here we go.
But obviously he had some technical skills. To,
Yeah, he obviously did because he was doing tricks and shit in the plane. He was. There's
he just
footage of
wanted to do
him
a
like.
barrel roll.
So has he gone to flight school or any of this shit?
No, he never went to flight school. He has no experience as a pilot.
Wow.
That's the thing. But he was a
So many
airline
questions.
ground agent.
So many questions
And yeah, he stole this plane.
about security.
He was all pissed off. We actually got to watch the jets take off after him because
Oh,
we were
yeah.
right by the airport.
They're
in
going
Portland.
after you.
And
Yeah.
they were going, man. And if you listen to the tapes, this is a desperate dude who is really pissed off because the cost of living has increased so much there, and he has a dangerous job, but he's not getting paid shit. It's hard for any of these people to keep up with the cost of living, but tickets are going up. You know, ticket prices are going up, but they're not.
Oh, he's got a
fucking
ticket
getting
somewhere.
paid. And so he went off and
Federal
lost his
prison.
shit, man.
Night night. Your life's over. What do you do? Just
He
land
actually-
the plane?
He actually
drove
planned this too.
He just drove around and landed it and was like, all right.
Is this the guy that? This isn't the
Oh,
guy
he
that.
crashed into the island.
I thought another.
Yeah, he crashed into an island.
I thought another gentleman like stole a plane and like crashed it into his house.
He
Yeah.
he didn't.
This
I
is
don't
like
know
a
if he stole
reoccurring
a plane.
thing
I
right
think
now,
it was a
planes.
plane that he flew.
Oh, he's like.
And he did.
Killed
he
himself
Yeah,
by
he
a-
went to go kill his wife and kid after having a fight with her. Having a domestic charge right before that, he went off, got the hangar code, or he had a hangar code, stole this plane that he'd been flying and renting,
Are you saying ban planes?
and crashed it right into it. I am.
Damn
I'm saying
planes.
Damn planes, man.
Planes kill people.
That's why we
Well,
need
only
more
he died in
energy.
that one. His wife and kid didn't die.
Well,
He
that's-
was trying.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's in Utah. That. So I don't know. It's fucking crazy that.
So
that's
this
been a
guy,
thing.
29-year-old,
Yeah.
used a machine called a pushback tractor to first maneuver the aircraft so he could board.
And then took off.
I think that's what he did though. He operated like some other vehicles that would like
That connected to the plane.
Yeah,
push
yeah.
them around and
Because
stuff
he
like
had
that.
clearance to be out there.
Yeah.
And
to be like right up.
He's like,
to the
hey,
plane.
Jim, what's that red button do over there? I always see you hitting it. Like,
asking questions
Yeah,
like,
I
what
know.
do you do?
oh, yeah, that just initializes the process, and from there, you're just good, man. It's just like Call of Duty.
You ever play GTA?
Excellent.
So yeah, I don't know. This guy
Just
lost
like
his shit.
Sky Fox.
I played Star Fox 64. Great game.
Star Fox.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
He did. He did some really close ground barrel rolls. And
It looked awesome.
It was awesome
Had to be start.
until he crashed. There he
Lucky,
goes.
Yeah,
Nice
lucky he
purpose.
didn't crash
The
into
barrel
it,
roll
you know?
looked nuts.
A
Like
building.
Yeah, I don't
That
think
was
this
a
is the barrel roll. You
huge-
saw that shit
no,
though.
that's the barrel roll. It's like a huge.
Well, they
it's
had
not
a
like
different
it's not
video.
like a, what do you call it? Like a fighter jet just goes like in a corkscrew. This is like a big like.
So he crashed and burned?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and see, here's the thing: did he really crash and burn, or did those motherfuckers shoot him down?
Good call.
He was like on
Because
fire.
he
and
had
was like,
Look,
dude,
there's the
those
barrel roll.
those
It's just
jets
massive.
took off so fucking quick. They had 4 in the air real
Look
quick.
how close he comes to the freaking
Yeah,
water from
he
doing
comes
that.
super close.
And you're like, holy shit. Like I'd be like, oh my lord. I want to be in that plane. Just be like, what the fuck?
he's
Yeah,
probably,
shit,
yeah,
you
he's
can't.
probably just like, fuck, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a ground service agent. He directed aircraft for takeoff and gate approach and de-iced planes, as well as handled
I
baggage.
was a baggage handler. Look at you.
He went by Bebo on social media, just so you know.
Do you have
Bebo.
a link to his Facebook?
They don't.
Bebo gone but not forgotten for sure.
Oh, what's this? It says
That's how you go out right there.
he was
Bebo's
picked up
falling,
as
buddy, don't fall
Space
down.
Force's first
Yeah, there's one of the
space
jets
commander
going
in
out.
charge.
Mike Pence.
He
got
has
him?
just been elected space commander in charge of the first fleet.
It was
We're calling
crazy
him
how
Barrel
fast
Roll
it-
Billy.
Incredible.
Oh my lord.
He's while talking to the fucking
Give this man a job. He just showed us how he can break into a small aircraft hijack it. We
He
need
don't
people
care.
like him in Space Force.
Airport security is garbage. We
Yeah,
need
it says-
airport security for our own airport security.
The F-15
F-15
aircraft were in the air within minutes. Yeah, it was insane because we watched them take off and then come back.
Thank you to the pilots of those F-15s.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they shot his ass down.
It was that, or he was gonna spiral into us.
Come on. You really think they would shoot him down just like not give him some time to be like
9/11.
the guy's just doing tricks. He's not headed
So
towards
where?
any kind
No,
of crazy shit.
he's sounding.
He went down in
crazy.
Oregon?
If you listen to no, he went down to the
That was
Puget
also
Sound in
17.
Washington.
In Washington.
Yeah, but off the coast of Seattle, but if you listen to the tapes, like they didn't know if
What was he saying?
he was talking about how like he hopes management's listening and they
Oh, he went postal.
yeah he went postal.
Oh.
He went aerial.
He went airmail.
I don't know. He crashed. He crashed into a heavily wooded area of thick underbrush on the island in the Puget Sound.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking crazy, man.
Crushed that barrel roll though. Right before he crushed himself.
He did. He did.
He did look pretty slick.
He said he was just a broken guy.
Broken. Handling them bags. All that
That's it.
baggage.
All that he dreamed about was
He had
just
to
what it
handle
felt like
everyone
to
else's
fly.
bag.
That was his last wish. Just want to know what it feels like to fly.
I mean, the dude flew. he
He's in the air.
barreled hard
said-
as fuck.
They tried to tell him there was a runway about a mile to the right of him. He said, "Oh man, those guys will rough me up if I try to land there. This is probably jail time for life, huh?"
Oh, now you think of that?
Later he said,
Not when
"I've
you
got
were,
a
like,
lot of
hatching
people
the
that
plan
care
for
about
3
me.
weeks?
I'm going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess."
Oh, get the man a beer.
That boy's got some baggage.
Seriously, he needed a beer.
Seriously.
It's that Carousel 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, then there is the other story of the guy in
So
Utah.
what the fuck was
who-
he on? He
I
was
don't
just
know, yeah.
sad.
He was pissed off. He got into a domestic dispute with his wife earlier in the day and then went and crashed this fucking plane right into the... Yeah.
She's told him she wishes he would fly away.
Fly your ass out of here, Greg!
Seriously.
Or Dwayne.
Dwayne. Dwayne Yude. Dwayne, you better fly your ass out of here.
It was a company plane that he flew for. Just to clarify. A twin-engine Cessna 525. He's the manager of the plane. He had full access to it.
I see. Now I see the hashtag. Earn your wings. He
Man, you give
Became a
people too
soul.
much power. You see what happened?
Yeah.
You hear about the
Ghosts.
McDonald's monopoly thing?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, my friend just posted a story about it. It's not his story, but
Oh, about the cop? Or not the cop?
no, this guy who he
story
bas-
time.
he basically was in charge of like printing all the game pieces for the McDonald's Monopoly games for like forever, and including like personally handling the most prized pieces, like $250,000, Dutch
Yeah,
Viper,
they had a
$1
million
million,
one at
yeah.
some point,
So this
yeah.
guy basically stole all the best prize pieces and just gave them out to like, he had like a network of people that he could like trust, right? And he would just get kicked back money from each one.
Oh, from the McDonald's.
Yeah, it's a fantastic article if you read it. But it's insane. Like this guy, he was a cop before he started working for some like printing company, I guess, or obviously I didn't read the story
That's what it was, yeah.
too well. But he ended up being in charge of this company that was working with McDonald's to ensure that it was run properly, and then he was working with the printing companies, and he developed all the systems like so that people couldn't fake that. But then someone along the way kind of wanted to see if he could get away with it, and started getting away with it all the time. And there was even like remember the gray M&M or something like that?
Yeah.
Find the gray M&M. He had like a gray M&M.
Find the golden ticket for
yeah,
me.
find the gray M&M. He had the gray M&M in like a Ziploc bag in his freezer, and his like wife found it or something. He's like, "Don't eat that."
What, a real
like,
gray M&M?
No, it was a real gray M&M, but it was worth like $1 million
Yeah.
or whatever.
I mean,
So,
what do they have in the food dye, the food coloring, their own like molecular stamp that like proves it's like their gray M&M? He could have just been like
Right? Could've
looking at
dipped it in
pictures.
food
Okay,
coloring.
this gray, I'll just dye it this color. Yeah, I got the fucking gray M&M. Or you probably have to save the package with the barcode. Like, how the fuck does that
I
work?
bet you have to, yeah, in that case.
But like again, like this
Only
guy
they
who
know
started
what a
out
gray
like as a
M&M is.
good person. He was a cop at one point,
Yeah.
you know, and like,
So the gray
had all
M&M
this
does
power,
exist.
and all of a sudden
It's like the white buffalo.
he's stealing. He's stealing $1 million pieces and Dodge Viper pieces. It was an amazing
That's
article.
fucking awesome.
It was
Great white
an amazing
fentanyl.
article.
What?
I have a
Buffalo.
buddy who managed a McDonald's for a while, and
sounds
Did he put Suboxone in people's Diet
yes,
Cokes?
Yes. He
Gotta
ended
on,
keep
up
him coming back, man.
with 4 cases unopened of the French fry pieces. Fucking Monopoly, but on the French fry wrappers, they were just the fucking packages. and
He just
4
took 'em all?
boxes. He ended up with them, and yeah, we had a fun time getting all those together. We won some food, and like $100. But out of 4 boxes, that's.
But do you really
that's what we
win in
got.
Yeah,
that
but
case?
that's the thing.
It's
Like,
like a carnival game.
you guys are
Yeah.
stealing.
Even when you win.
You guys are
I didn't
stealing,
steal
or
it.
whatever.
Did you really win that?
Alright. Someone is stealing these things, right? In hopes of hitting it big.
Yeah.
But they were never going
No,
to.
they were
because
never
this other
going
guy's
to
already
because this
stealing
other
it from
guy
the
knew
inside.
who was
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Oh,
It's so nuts.
do you think that you would
Oh god.
in that case?
I don't
Well,
know.
as
You're
a
putting
fair,
all this
Man,
trust.
I'd be
and-
tempted.
as a fair player of that game, because I never
$1,000,000?
cheated.
$1,000,000.
You know, honestly, I feel cheated now that this whole
Yeah.
criminal ring is exposed. I'm like, I've been trying to just collect them. Like, what?
Yeah,
Can we
like,
sue McDonald's for that?
Yeah, I want a class action. I want
Yeah.
a kickback for the winnings that I've lost
Everybody
because there
gets
was
20
rigged
Well, they
bucks
systems.
stopped doing it.
Fuck
now,
that. I
didn't
want a goddamn Big Mac.
I'm sure they still do
they? I
it.
think they do it through
It's
an app.
digital now,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah,
It's all
everything's an
digital.
app. Oh, scan this code on the back of your fries.
Then
And
nobody wins. That's how they get you.
All you win is
it's all ones and
fries.
zeros.
Fries
That's
and
pretty much all we.
fries and soft drinks, the cheapest
fries
fucking
and-
things they have to make.
It's not even real
How much
potatoes.
does
God damn it!
fucking sugar syrup cost?
It's
How
No,
much
like
is a
tough
potato?
potatoes.
How much
Well,
does a goddamn
it's
potato
tasty.
cost?
I don't know.
That's why
What,
they call it small potatoes.
I don't know what the case is for McDonald's,
The
but I
babies.
know Disney gets all of their Coca-Cola donated, given to them by Coca-Cola at the parks in return for buying the cups from Coca-Cola.
Interesting.
But they
Coca-Cola's like, we're making so much fucking money
yeah,
on the cups.
just off the cups. And I mean, you go there and spend $5 a piece on fucking soda this big. They're making money.
Yeah.
Soda, alcohol.
Disney's definitely making
Oh,
money.
Makes
Disney's
pretty
making
good
a
money.
fuckload of money.
Disney's racist ass anti-Semite
Yeah, no shit.
motherfucker.
No
Fuck
free.
Andy
yeah,
Samberg,
Disney.
motherfucker? Did you say Andy Samberg, motherfucker?
I said anti-Semite.
Oh,
Walt
that's
Disney.
true.
Somebody
The best is that
went off the deep end a little.
the best is that what do you call it? That Family Guy skit. It's like they wake up Walt Disney. He's like, "Are the Jews gone yet?" And they're like,
Oh,
"Nope."
fuck,
He's
yeah.
like, "Put me back."
Put me back.
Fuck that.
It's true. Let's see, we got some comments going
Did he
on
freeze
here.
There's some
himself?
commenting.
Oh, no
No
new
Pico.
comments.
Physics.
Say no.
These are all
These
old
are
comments.
They're gonna be
old
holding
guys, yeah.
signs. We want beer. It's like prohibition again.
They're all
Yeah.
mixed.
Say no to the
Steve is
robots.
Still
AIs.
No,
ISO,
say yes to
a
robots,
white
man.
thoroughbred lady.
You want the robots to make your beer?
Maybe.
Basalts.
If the Terminator made my beer, maybe.
Think you would put car parts
Wait,
in
The
what's
there?
that?
story
Of course,
Josh is
it's
telling about
story-
McDonald's,
story-
Matt Damon
uh,
and Ben Affleck already starring in the movie that that's coming out about it.
Oh, we
That's
weren't on that,
awesome.
but we were about the story of the
Matt.
musical
Damon.
about the audiobook
Matt Damon,
documentary of the
I'm-
musical.
It's
not
probably
a Nazi enthusiast.
Don't go to Wyoming.
They're technically street people. They choose to live on the street.
That's the nice.
That's true.
I like calling them street people. It's much nicer sounding than homeless people.
Yeah.
Street people just has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
I like to call them bumps.
Street
Yeah.
people sounds like they're
But
like
the
hip,
ones
like,
underneath-
knowledgeable, like people.
The ones underneath the sidewalk, like all the way down.
Under street
that's
people?
the movie Chud, right?
Sewer people.
Chuds.
Chunks.
Just-
I mean, if being homeless were a
Mutated and
video
they raise
game,
alligators.
what level would shopping cart bump be?
2.
I think
That's
so.
what you evolve into.
And then you become a shanty bum.
No.
I mean, you would have something to get more
I don't
items,
know.
so
Being
that
the
would
you know, like
increase what you can have. Right?
you going pack mentality out there. You gonna like live?
Out in the homeless life?
Yeah.
Fuck
honestly.
yeah. We're
You
a
guys
street
should
gang.
do. You guys should like.
Bum gang.
Probably
Be
do that.
homeless for a couple
Yeah,
months.
do
just
like
for-
with the.
I've been homeless.
But with
That
video
shit
games.
sucks.
But
I'm
the
good.
two of us
See
together,
what's going on in
man,
Fort
we'll be a
Collins.
team.
I'd probably murder you.
We'll get civil union.
I'm
Be
good.
like, what? An Iron Maiden shirt? You're dead.
I'd still
Take it
probably
out.
murder you.
They'll
dude.
take me and burn it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited about opening this.
I'm really excited for that.
What is that?
Really, really,
The
really.
next beer we're gonna drink. That's the last one.
Let me drink this, Dougie.
But like,
I don't want
May
to.
have
We've
had
got-
something to do with
I
it.
don't want to.
we've got
Moss.
more
I don't
Take
want
a
to.
sip.
cherry wine.
We got more cherry wine,
This
so
was very
drink up.
good. What's the alcohol percentage on this?
11.7, I
That
believe.
is, that is correct. It does not taste like
You don't
11.7.
want to take a bigger sip?
You guys all Ubering?
I was gonna walk.
One crash on the floor.
We take Lyft, man.
Yeah,
Bad
we don't want to get
experience.
sexually
Oh,
assaulted.
no.
Bad experience with Uber.
Joe's-
I've watched your shows.
Yeah, Joe's a little too handsome for the Uber drivers. He's their type.
He is.
Well, Joey paid one like $30 to carry him inside, and
Yeah.
woke up, the guy was making him breakfast. Like, what the fuck's up with that?
Really?
He's
No.
that's
No.
the tip,
I was
man.
gonna say, like,
He's like,
really?
you look in the
Worth
fridge as you carry him up the
I
stairs.
mean,
and you're like,
are you
eggs
really?
and bacon?
You weren't surprised. That
No,
was
I
my
wasn't.
point.
I wasn't.
That was my point.
That's some full service lifting.
Well, the first part
right there.
happened.
That's like literal lifting.
yeah,
There could be some more full service. Like,
We don't want to hear about that.
I kind of do. 5 stars.
Spanky wants to hear about it.
Yeah.
No,
I'll give you
fucking
stars,
coincidence
man.
there.
Only if that's how you earn your wings. If you earn your wings, if you die off
Beer
like
master.
that, we're gonna
What's up,
talk about
Barry?
it.
Troy says beer master.
Beer Masters.
Masters.
Wasn't that a show?
This is Beer Master
It
3.
should be.
actually. Or
It's
Beer
like
Master
Iron
the
Chef.
third.
Why
You're
hasn't
like,
that happened yet?
you
Let's
have to
make that
use
happen.
red
I think
beans.
it says
Because,
beer master exclamation.
Yeah, a lot
point,
of the networks don't want to
exclamation
do a show about alcohol.
YouTube.
They don't
man.
want to like, and then it's not even like, yeah, well, definitely, but like, you know, a lot of
We should
companies, like
start
big
it. Iron
advertising
Chef and
companies,
Brewed beer.
they don't want to advertise like on an alcohol show. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
I
They
actually
have
like
moonshiners.
moonshiners, yeah, different. You know, like a little different because they're not like advertising.
If they could do
they're
that,
not advertising
fuck.
products that people can actually go and buy. We're on
They're
the
like,
beer
they got
show.
a still in the
Like
woods.
a beer show would
and
be
it's
like,
a run
oh,
from
beer
the
nerds.
cops.
Like we go around
We're
the
gonna
country
show that,
tasting
but
like
you
great
can't make
beer
beer
and
in a
like
competition.
exposing them to the rest, you know, like to people who wouldn't normally see it. And
Put it
it's
on
like,
at 10 o'clock at night.
then
Shut
wait,
the fuck up.
Who's gonna want to? Like Budweiser's not gonna like be like, yeah, we'll buy us some ad time on that. They're advertising all of our freaking competitors. Budweiser's just
true.
they should just buy their own damn network.
The butt-
Oh, they
How do
did.
you know
It's
they
called
don't know?
Vice.
There you go.
Ooh, burn. No, they have that show.
What's next?
They have that show, and it's hosted by the chick
Budweiser
from
General
Golden
Hospital,
Road, and Golden
like-
Road just sold out to Budweiser.
Where's
Oh shit. What's the show?
Oh, I don't know because I don't watch it. 'Cause it's Golden Road. But I know. I mean,
Golden Girls?
Golden. Yeah, right. The brewer of Golden Road is a woman, so it's somewhat of a on-topic joke.
Somewhat of a pun.
Like no, and you know what? Golden Road's beer is fine. It's just where the money funnels now. You know, like drinking a
want
Budweiser
money.
isn't bad. Like Budweiser in itself is not a bad beer. It's a better lager than most
There's no
breweries
bad
can put out.
beers, just less enjoyable.
It's
and
just that
everyone
I
has
just don't
different
enjoy
tastes.
where the fucking money flows to and what they do with it to try and stifle the rest of the industry.
Well, when they like come after you with like high-paid lawyers, like suing the shit out of you that you can't afford.
No, when they decide that they're just
Or
going to buy
lobbying
up an
against you.
entire region's hop crop, like the entire, Like,
Ooh,
oh
that's a
yeah,
bad
let's
one.
buy all the South African hops. We'll buy every last drop of them. There's no more.
Then
South
they throw them in a
African
pile
hops
and burn them with
available-
gasoline. They're like,
available for any other breweries that aren't under the AB.
this is $5 billion of hops.
Meanwhile, like Elysian and 10 Barrel
Just
and
burn 'em.
Blue Point, they're like laughing to the.
And they only
They're like,
capture
sweet.
like a little bit of smoke from the hops and just use that as the essence of the hops. There's no hops in
What are you
beer.
going on about?
They just fucking cheat. I don't know. They
Smoke
steal
hops.
them and ruin it for everyone like the Joker.
Fucking Joker.
Just trying to prove a crazy point. I
Watch the world burn.
It's not
There you
super
go.
smart.
Yeah.
True.
don't know. Or else you just be like, alright,
Alright.
but it's business, you know, that's a move for them.
Alright.
They still own how much? What's the
Rob
craft
does.
beer percent at? It's like,
I don't know what it is.
What?
No, we're up
Oh
to
my
like
God.
8 or 9, maybe even 10%.
so yeah, it's crazy cool.
That's mean.
Sorry, I had to draw a picture of me coming in his face.
Oh. That's never fun.
He deserved it.
It's very,
He fucking deserved it.
very realistic.
Gonna hold it up?
Whose turn is it?
Joe. Or this gentleman.
Mac doesn't get to pick. He's a piece of shit. Sorry.
I am not.
We're supposed to be checking these off.
I don't know.
It's
I mean,
okay.
alright, pick one, Joe. Don't pick one that I want to pick, you fucking cocksucker.
There's only a couple left.
There's plenty left. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
there's all
me?
of them
There's like a
left.
handful left. Or
yeah,
more.
well, all
We
right.
love you too, Corey.
Seeds and stems.
God
See,
damn it!
We don't have anything for that.
Oh! We'll talk about one.
JK.
So,
Let's see what we
Why you
got.
keep taking the ones that I like, you asshole?
well, they don't have a story anyway.
I think it's deliberate.
Now you gotta tell one.
He's
Fucking
got
get
one
my
right here.
psychic.
He's got a damn stem.
So an 80-year-old medical marijuana patient with expired card was jailed
Aw.
for less than an eighth of cannabis recently. Poor lady in
Had it
Michigan.
coming.
Yeah.
We all have to
Gosh,
go wait
Chuck.
in line to
That
renew our
fucking
cards.
bitch.
Yep.
What the
First
hell
time
is she
in her life.
thinking?
No discrimination. We all have to go wait in line to get our cards redone.
She has never been arrested before until this time.
Oh,
horrible.
and she was a nice old
Yeah.
Jewish lady,
Nice.
too.
They couldn't have been
Jewish
like,
lady.
you can't just like.
Dolores Saltzman is a lovely Jewish lady.
Everybody gets one.
She
Where's she
obviously
from?
has it for medical
Michigan.
reasons.
Michigan?
You know, like,
Clare
Hey.
County, Michigan.
see, she says, for pain.
Wait a minute, but how did she get caught with it? Can we go down to? Can we get to that?
Let's see.
Like, okay, so she has.
She knocked on her door. According to court records, Gruna was trying to locate Saltzman's great-granddaughter and return her lost phone and ID. That's when the deputy smelled marijuana on her porch.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's just life right there. This guy's like. doing
She
a
was
good
honest,
thing.
so she said she smoked weed, so they were like, that's crime.
Well, I mean, it smelled like weed. You know, you remember when your parents came home when you were a little kid and it smells like weed? What are you gonna do? Lie to them? Oh no, it's oregano or
Yeah.
something. No, it smells like
I
weed.
mean,
They're
they
not
see
buying them.
Incense.
Several pipes.
What if she was
Garbage.
just like, I'm just an old lady, I don't know what that smell is. Must be those damn kids.
Get off my lawn.
Get on
Yeah,
the
get off my
property,
lawn.
thank you, bye.
She was. They seized several pipes, 4 joints, and 1 purple jar with an undisclosed amount of marijuana.
Oh my god.
She said that it was less than an eighth of an ounce.
But they weighed the whole jar and found it to be a fucking 4 pounds.
Probably.
They were some dense
Including the
nuts.
jar. Those are some buds, man. Big gut bud.
Well, that's fucked up.
Wow.
How you gonna arrest an 80-year-old lady?
They show her handcuffed and in the patrol car. The deputy did
Handcuffed?
not read her rights, and she was
Case
escorted to
dismissed.
jail for that.
They don't have to redo your rights. Not in that type of thing. I may or may not have been through something like this before.
They don't, and they're just like, yeah, whatever.
How-
Yeah.
They're still fucked.
How can they read you your rights when they tase you till you're unconscious? Because I'm pretty sure that's what happened to her.
It's
She
got.
doesn't remember it. She got tased.
I don't
She went
remember.
down.
To
Did
be
she?
honest, I don't
No.
remember the whole thing, but
If only. Wishful thinking, bruh.
What happens when the cop who like arrests her goes back to the, they're all like, yeah, I heard about that old
Oh,
lady
you got the old drug
everyone's
dealer.
like, everyone's like pounding him up. Yeah, I heard that. Nice bust, dog. Nice bust.
That was real sick. Man. You're a sick bastard. Shit.
Dude, that was my grandma.
Mine too.
The judge did sign an order to dismiss her case. So.
Good for.
Yeah. But she still had to deal with that trauma and have
The
all
judge
of her
was
fucking
quoted
weed
saying,
and shit
"Bitch,
taken.
renew your card." Shit.
She's like, shit, just
You
trying
need to be using marijuana legally.
take my medicine and they're hassling me.
Get my money, get my medicine.
When I was growing up, we didn't need a card. I could just grow it.
That's sad. So they found $1 million worth of marijuana hidden in lettuce in a semi traveling through Indiana.
It was really the devil's lettuce.
Still a lot of cannabis there, guys.
A lot of jazz cabbage.
I mean, $1 million. What they say, $1 million.
$1 million.
How do they?
Million.
260
260
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah. But what are the based on that street value on?
It was,
That's
it was
what I'm saying,
hydroponic,
I don't know.
so that goes down in price. I want it from soil.
If it was swag, I don't think it's $1 million.
2 men, both from Florida.
Oh, they believe the two were traveling from Colorado
Hey!
to Florida. So it was cannabis
Oh,
from
shit.
Colorado, guys.
To Florida.
Well, at least we know.
Don't take the weed
Wait,
out.
does that
No,
make
no,
us
no,
did
more
you sell
fucked
it
up
to
than
him?
Florida?
Don't fuck
I
it
don't
up
wanna
for
talk
everyone
about it.
else.
I sold it.
A lot more states are becoming
That
legal
kind of sounds
now,
like someone else I know.
Yeah, right?
I think everyone else here.
Don't
knows,
do
too.
that. Like, this is what happens.
Yeah.
You
end
get
up
pulled
going
over in
to jail.
Indiana, and they're just like, what are you doing? What
Plus,
are you doing?
you know
Yeah.
what? Like,
Death penalty.
I'm following
honestly,
you for 40 miles. and
doesn't it
we-
sound like with 260 pounds of weed, you should just throw it in the back of a fucking car and drive it? Like, with semis, you gotta, like, you know, adhere to way more laws of the road
Yeah.
and, like, stop at fucking, like,
Way stations.
way
and shit,
stations.
yeah.
This just sounds like they
Yeah.
were fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they were lettuce salesmen. And so they were trying to get
Oh,
both.
don't
Yeah.
know. It's
They
not
just
my
sold
lettuce.
they sold a lot of lettuce.
It's not my lettuce.
Yeah,
Edible
so he
cannabis,
noticed
lettuce.
Well, it was
criminal
mixed amongst
indicators. What's criminal indicators? That's what the officer noticed. So they had a thing of lettuce,
Oh,
and he knows
criminal indicators
So what,
being
like
2
teardrop
men
tattoos?
that weren't white.
I think it's the fact that they were
Driving.
Hispanic,
Yeah,
and from
tattoos.
Florida.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
lettuce.
2 Florida men.
Hispanic
The
Florida.
devil's lettuce.
They don't get a hamburger and they have
They don't
lettuce
know
on it.
that
Like we all need our
profile.
lettuce.
Why are they going through Indiana to go from Colorado to Florida?
Making a pit stop.
Like they're going.
Maybe
It makes no
paranoid
sense.
decision.
Who
They
knows?
they wanted to get a Chicago dog. I mean, realistically, if they're driving a bunch of weed, they're probably still like, oh, what's a good hot dog?
Chicago dog.
Yeah. Hey.
Maybe it had the best Mexican food.
Maybe.
Indiana?
Well, either
Yeah,
way,
I
they
don't
done
know.
fucked up.
They really did. fuck
Maybe
up.
they really liked Parks and Rec and they wanted to go see Pawnee.
You know what I'm disappointed in
I don't know much
is
about
that
Indiana, to be
they
honest.
don't explain the. How do I explain it?
How do you explain
Never
what they don't
mind.
explain?
My stoned ass lost that train of thought.
It's gone.
That train just drilled.
It's gone.
Yep, it did. That went out there.
Yeah.
So what do we
It was hydroponic marijuana. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
It was
what we said.
marijuana of the hydroponic. How did they?
It's
how
worth
did they?
less.
How did they guarantee that it was hydroponic?
Right.
Yeah, how do they know? Did they smoke it and try it?
They don't say what kind of lettuce.
Oh
It's
man,
hydro.
way not enough nutrients in the flowering. Oh,
Definitely.
definitely. Taste the dryness.
This is
Yup.
definitely bunk ass hydro. Mids once again. What's with all
The
the mids?
kind bud.
What's with all the goddamn
The
mids on
kindness
this
bud.
show?
I don't know, I do like the pictures.
Because the clever people get away with it.
They do.
With the better weed,
They
maybe.
do.
Let's
They
see
do.
We got
It's
there's
a
the
room
weed.
full of fucking weed. It's
And the
crazy.
trailer.
There you go.
Look, they could have at least put a fucking logo on the side of the goddamn truck.
The car was green.
Walmart.
Yeah, it was green.
The
Exactly.
car was green coming from Colorado.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, put a
they should have
Walmart.
just
That
painted a
truck
weed
kind of looks
sign on the
badass,
door.
though. Like,
It is a badass
It's
truck.
pretty dope.
It's got cab space for 2.
Nice.
It's refrigerated too.
Got to keep that shit fresh.
Yeah,
Yup.
chilled weed. It's organic.
Cooler than you, bro.
It's what the company should be named.
I like how all these are in like vacuum sealed bags except for this one. This one's like hand tied.
That was
They're
the
like
road
fucking-
one.
That's
They
the one,
ran
yeah,
out.
road
That was
one.
the head stash.
That was the one. No,
That was
the one
like,
the cops
yo,
opened.
I'm getting nervous. That car's been following us. Nah, just grab the bag when we pull over and just chill out a little bit.
It's in the first head of lettuce.
So there was lettuce in there, and
Yeah.
that's what was buried underneath.
Head of
it.
lettuce. for
I'm
comparison.
disappointed they didn't leave the lettuce in there when they took the picture.
That would have
But
been great.
Imagine
Sure, how much
getting the
lettuce?
munchies and having nothing to eat but lettuce.
I would have just put the
Be a
first
great, like shape.
first
I
10
need
feet
a
of the
bad
truck
ranch.
just lettuce. So when they opened the door, all the lettuce fell on them, but they couldn't even get like into the back because it was just walls of lettuce for 10 feet.
Oh man.
I like lettuce.
Or would they burrow through and just
The
keep
devil's
checking?
lettuce.
Satan.
I don't know.
Jazz
You waste
cabbage.
too much resources on busting weed.
I agree.
Stupid.
It is stupid.
Stupid. Oh shit.
Put
We
that
wanna
money
do,
towards
Celebrity
education.
Deadpool?
healthcare.
Sure.
I'm probably gonna have
For
a
sure.
cigarette first.
You son of a bitch. Well, can we start it at least?
I was just gonna say that.
Son of a bitch, you guys. What if I wanted to go smoke?
You
What
don't
if
get
I
to.
wanted
And
to?
we make Mac do it all by
I've been
himself.
smoking a lot longer than you.
I'm just gonna say I appreciate them having to like displace themselves for me, because I can't deal with the smoke. I just can't do it.
It's bad.
I'll smoke all the weed in the world.
All right, bring up the celebrity Deadpool before I start it, pretty please. Let me go pee
Celebrity
real
Deadpool.
quick. You deal with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you
Celebrity
guys.
Deadpool.
Fuck you.
I get how these things
You
work.
want a Newport?
You know how Celebrity
I know how
Deadpool
they work. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just wondering, you guys already have people called out?
Yeah.
like, from
We have a
previous-
lot of people already called out.
So I have to come up with some new shit.
You have to come out with new shit. Here's the thing, that the way the points work is it's 100 minus the age of the celebrity you guess. So if you guess a celebrity that's 99 and they die, you only get 1 point. If you guess one that's 50, you get 50 points. You cannot guess anybody that has already been put on the list. You can guess how they're going to die. If you guess how they die and they die do not die the way you guessed, you will lose points.
Oh.
If they die the way you guessed, you get points.
You get double
If
the
your
points or
celebrity
something?
dies, yeah. And if your celebrity dies from a murder, a suicide, or a drug overdose, you get bonus points.
Bonus points for horrificness?
Yeah.
Terrible.
We're
Everything's terrible.
bad fucking
Terrible
people.
game, yeah.
Everything is terrible.
We are bad fucking people.
Life.
You get 2 guesses, or 2 picks on your pool.
What? That's not true.
2 picks on the pool.
Bring up Mackenzie.
I need time
Where's
to
Mackenzie
think about
gone?
this.
He's going
Right?
PP. And he's gonna go smoke with you guys. 'Cause
Alright.
he's too cool for school.
Well,
See the
I'm
pony's
gonna
here.
go do this real quick.
Okay.
And
Too bad
this
it's
is some of the
not
shit.
I don't care. I
This is
can't.
some of our
Dude,
list.
you know I can't read. Leave
Yes,
me
you
alone.
can. Yes, you can. Don't be
I
a queer.
can now.
Don't be a queer.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hurry up and go smoke.
You can be gay. but don't
Hurry
be-
up and buy.
Ow!
God.
Fucker!
Now's a good time to dab, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fire up the dab
You
cannon.
deserved it.
Dab cannon.
shitbag. You leave me alone, Dougie.
You
You
deserved
leave me
it.
alone.
The double.
Get the fuck out of here.
You fucking
He
deserved
inappropriately
Are you back
touched
now?
me, you guys. Ow.
We got a
fuck.
show to do here.
I know. I thought you were going to smoke, Joe.
Are we just live on the air sitting
yeah,
right now?
yeah, we're just chilling. It's chilling on an empty screen. Do you want it on you guys?
I mean, that's fine.
Let's do it. Let's change it up. Do you by chance know? Do you have Deadpool picks, or can I go first?
I'm
While I do
trying
this?
to. I'm trying to think of one. You know,
All right.
like,
Let me check real quick.
Demi Lovato
Yeah.
sounds like a good pick. Right
I
now.
was about to pick her first, but I'll let you have her.
He named it. I
You
mean,
have it,
honestly,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I mean,
he talked
she
about
sounds like she's
someone.
on. She could be on the fringe here.
Oh yeah,
That's
for
a
real.
that's a
Of course
fringe
she
pick
is.
here. It's a
A
fringe
near
pick.
miss,
Of course
right?
she
And
is,
it sounds like a good
man.
pick because she's pretty young, so you get a lot of points off that.
So
Yeah. Okay.
anybody in
Did-
Hollywood,
Did
essentially.
Doug tell you how points work?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna slap a cause of death on there for fear of losing points.
God, dude, I have so many that don't make sense. Like Eli Manning, his head's gonna explode. That's not gonna happen.
I seen scanners.
Head explodes from
Big-
facial
big
confusion.
cigarette, Yeah. Yeah, you know, he
looked
footballs
like
a
it.
little too hard and it blows his brain up. Get out of here. Go. We're done with you, Mackenzie. God. Yay for mead, you guys, and beer and such.
So yeah, I
We had a
mean,
great time.
Demi Lovato seemed like
I'm
a
glad
good,
you enjoyed the mead,
obvious
for sure.
choice. Who else is just gonna fucking die soon?
You, because there was poison in the mead.
Ooh,
Hemlock.
the antidote. I'll go first.
That doesn't count as a
You
real
guys
one.
know what?
Mine didn't count. That was just a joke. You're not really on the list. Oh, you're not a celebrity.
Oh, you said I'm famous? I'm a celebrity? I'll take that, man. I'll take it all goddamn day.
There he goes.
I like to think I'm mildly not famous. I try. I'm not like my bro, Statham Jason. I'll let you meet him in a minute when I'm done with this.
Jason?
Yeah, he's a shark that thinks he's Jason Statham. Oh, I mean he is Jason Statham. Please don't beat me, Statham, Mr. Jason.
Joe, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm a little disappointed in your upkeep of posting the same pic of Glenn Danzig every day.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I haven't
man?
done
We
it
need
in
more-
3 days.
We need more
That's
Danzig,
bullshit.
bruh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need a repost of the same post.
I mean,
that's
in
been
case you
reposted every
didn't
day.
get the message, like,
Yeah.
I need a fucking repost here, goddammit.
Demi Lovato. I'm gonna put that for you because that is a good one.
Demi Lovato.
I thought you were saying he was going on the list. I was like,
No.
no.
Okay, so for mine, do you guys watch pro wrestling in the 80s?
Yeah.
Like 80s, 90s? You know Jim the Anvil Neidhart
He
just
just died.
Yeah, he just died.
Yeah.
Bret
Yeah.
Hart is the only remaining member of the Hart
Alright.
Foundation. He's gonna die next.
Okay, well, I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon and go with Ric Flair then.
Oh my god.
'Cause he is
Actually, I
like-
think Ric Flair is already on the
He
list.
better not because that dude has got like.
Yeah, he's there, and he
He's
called
got
it.
like, god
He's
damn
an
it,
H.
that dude has like a fucking couple toes into the fucking.
I know, he's already like almost died a couple times.
Alright, well, how about Vince McMahon then?
Okay, yeah.
He's
is
pretty
not on
old.
there. He is not on there at all. Vince McMahon and Demi Lovato. Are you confident with those two picks?
I mean,
You like it?
Yeah, they're not bad. I think I might be able to. squeeze
Vince
that
might
one.
actually die soon. You never know.
He's getting
old
there.
as shit,
He's
man.
getting there. Oh,
I don't even know who's
No,
like
I'll tell
alive
you.
anymore or not.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody's dead, man. We're all ghosts. Illusions and shit.
I want to
Fucking-
pick a musician too because I feel like
Yeah,
that's a good category. to
I'm
pick
gonna
from.
I'm gonna go out and say
You're wrong.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, that's a
Isn't he
good.
already dead?
That's no.
It's just
That's
him
a
and
good
pick.
it's just him and Jeff Lynne left of the Traveling Wilburys. Roy is dead, Petty is
definitely
dead,
How old is
and
Bob
George
Dylan,
Harrison is dead.
You'll get like 2 points.
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to look it
You'll
up.
get like 2 points. It's
I
not.
found Jesus.
Oh, I have to guess the age.
Dang.
Well, no. The
Any
age
guys?
is minus like when they die
Are
from
you guys still
100.
arguing over the rules of?
No.
Oh
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're
so
making-
the
we're making
age. I don't
picks.
care. I want points on the board. My first
Fair
time.
enough.
I
Who
need
got
points
Bret
on the
Hart?
I
board.
did Bret Hart.
I'm gonna go for
Yeah. Thank you.
I tried to do Ric Flair, but motherfucker was
I
already
had it.
taken.
I already had him.
He took it.
He's under.
I just thought of the sad news of the Traveling Wilburys. I just seen Jeff
Bob-
Lynne, ELO concert at the Pepsi Center.
Bob
Nice.
Dylan.
So I was like, oh, just him and Dylan left.
So
Harrison.
you want them?
No, it's Dylan.
Bob
Just
Dylan.
Yeah. Dylan Bob.
I'm not gonna call Jeff Lynne because he just entertained me at the Pepsi Center.
But that's the most likely.
What about Blondie?
she
You're
just
blinded.
played.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
She's
she.
probably
I think she
already-
might be on the list.
No.
I'm gonna say lung cancer.
She's old as fuck, man. She's
85.
in,
He's calling a
something like
reason.
she's 70 something.
Oh, is she? I thought
Yeah.
she was like 85.
I'm gonna go with maybe Cyndi Lauper from Severe Psoriasis.
Girls just want to have fun.
That would have to be somebody else's because don't you can only get two.
He
I don't
wants
wanna
to
be an
do.
ass.
Do you want to do that instead of Vince McMahon or?
No, I mean, I don't know.
I like Cyndi Lauper though.
I'm not,
That's a good
I'm
one.
not taking this extremely seriously. Maybe I need. maybe I
Neither
should.
do we.
Maybe I should fucking
Look some shit up.
get my hand to goddamn.
Just if we
damn
get
it.
more than 3, we really have a trouble picking shit. If you add that up, like, man, it's already hard for people to pick shit.
I mean, if there was
You get one more.
how high the stakes, like, what can I trade these points for? Like a
Dude.
dab or two?
High five.
No.
Oh no! Is that, I
Just-
see.
Points
just
for
our
a spider
friendship.
ring.
Can I add
They get a
a
spider
way
ring,
someone
bounce
died to
ball,
one of your
and
personal
dab.
ones?
Yeah.
Because Sammy Hagar's on the list, and you know he's gonna die with
Try
a
and
fucking
make it fun.
gigantic like spinning jump kick gone wrong. He's gonna on stage like spinning fucking jump kick right off the stage and he dies.
Roundhouse.
Yeah.
Hip just.
Wait, but was that David Lee Roth or was that Sammy Hagar?
I think that was David Lee.
It was David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
God damn
I
it.
don't think
alright.
he's on the list.
There's just a
Well,
note
Sammy
there
Hagar
about
was
that
gonna
last-
die.
I don't know. Who am I thinking
Same
about?
way.
Can I do?
He's gonna die
DLR
from a
for my
jumping
next pick?
spin
Who's
kick
that?
from David Lee Roth right to the
Yeah,
face.
as long as he's not on.
I'm pretty sure he's not. You just said he wasn't.
He still is gonna die
Will
from a
Ferrell.
jumping spin kick.
Yeah,
It's
that
gonna
too.
be to
He's
his
gonna
face.
die from jumping spin kick, but
Will
he's gonna rip
Ferrell
in
is
half.
definitely gonna die.
Kevin Pollak. Who's Kevin Pollak? Is that the?
He's not the actor. Not the actor. I wish.
No, it is
You're
the
at that
actor. Welcome.
No, that's the person who picked Stormy Daniels.
David
I'm excited. Let's get-
Roth.
Doug Ware got Rod Stewart.
Lights the menorah.
That's offensive, sir.
It's the Adam Sandler song.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Cars. Oh,
Understand, yeah.
wow. Who do we got?
I fucked that up.
Good.
We needed a fucking Hanukkah song.
I love it too. It's so good.
We needed one. All goddamn.
You get one more, Joe.
All you fucking people out of your goddamn Christmas songs out the fucking asshole.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, you fucking Gentiles.
Who's alive anymore? I don't know. It's hard to think of one.
Who's alive anymore? You want to come back? Want me to come back to you?
Yeah, I need to mull it over.
You need like a football
I
player.
feel like I also need like a reason like that I chose them like
You're the reason of
Mac?
my life.
like your face pissed me
You're
off.
the
You got anybody?
Choosing you.
Will Ferrell
No. Oh,
Will Ferrell.
What do we got here?
That's
from
silver.
a golf cart accident.
That's silver medal winning shit.
Just
Man.
won a silver medal.
Golf
Great
cart
American Beer
acts.
Festival.
This should be like extremely fruit and like very intense fruit.
What else you got?
Woo!
Oh, shit.
That's good.
Oh god, is that good?
Fucking Mike Myers, he's still alive, right?
Oh, I think he's on the list.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Who?
he does
Mike
look a
Myers.
little. Oh, I totally have a good
Down
one.
there.
Chris Kattan.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He's
He's
awful.
on my
You had
road
two
punch
guesses.
list. Mike
All right,
Myers
he's
is
giving me my
definitely
guess.
Right on.
You
That's
want
all
Chris
I got off
Kattan?
the top of my head.
I was saying he's coming up with all the names.
Chris
I can't
Kattan
think
is
of
a
one.
good
Chris
one. That
Kattan.
guy is all like.
I can't.
No, mine is
I didn't do it.
mine is the guy, the Mighty Ducks guy that had the mugshot.
Oh, Scott
Oh,
Weiss.
That's
oh.
mine. Cause damn, man, you look fucked up.
Who had
Goldberg.
Hugh Hefner? I know that.
That was
on the
last
list.
year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All
I'm gonna
right.
check it.
Joe
No, that was
Jonas.
last year. You got it, I think.
J.K.
It was either you or
Rowling.
John.
I just wanted to know who had it. 'cause I
Shaq.
know it was
That's
on
why
the
we came up
list.
with the points.
All right, we almost got a full
That was
bowling
last
set of
year.
bottles.
Last
We
year.
need 4 more.
We're not gonna have
Not
that.
this year. Last year.
I don't even know what you're
What you
talking
got,
about.
Mac? One more.
Wrong.
Eddie Murphy.
I think he
Damn.
might be on here.
God damn
He's
it.
right there, number 7
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
from
on. Done
season
him.
7, episode 5,
Um,
and that was said by Doug the Dougal Ware.
The Dougalware.
That's good.
One word, the
Thinking
Dougal
about
Ware.
it.
When I
Thinking
first
about
read that, when I first read your name, I literally read it as Doug Dougalware.
He
Like,
was scared
and
of
I was
the
waiting for the
Dougal
next
werewolf.
name. I was like, oh shit, it's
George
just the
Bush
Dougal. I
Jr.
was like, nah, I just can't get out of my head. It's the Dougalware.
It is the Dougalware.
He said George Bush.
George Bush Jr.
He, pretty sure he's on here.
God damn it.
Yep.
George W. Yeah.
Dubs. Come on, come up with somebody original.
Tiger
man.
Woods.
He's on there. No.
Is he? Really?
Tiger?
From herpes.
Tragic
No.
sex accident?
I'm seeing some of the.
Nope.
Yeah, Tiger Woods from herpes.
Brett Favre overdose?
Yeah.
I
I
can
guess
see
it's
that.
not so far off.
I'm gonna say Aretha Franklin.
How many have actually been? Do you cross them out or like?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
pulled them.
We've had 2 actual deaths.
They're him
On the
and-
show?
But
Like while they
so
guessed
far,
it?
both him and the
Is
other
there
guy
points for that?
won last year are the winners on this
We
list
have
so
points.
far.
Already on the board.
They're like 2 points away from each other.
Damn.
I need to start killing people, basically. That's what that means.
Is what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Vinnie Vincent
What berries are
From
in here?
Kiss?
from Kiss.
Raspberry.
Okay.
Raz.
Is
Oh,
Betty
yeah.
White on the list?
Huh? Who?
Is Betty White on the list?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
She's not worth much points at this point.
That's true, but I mean, some points is better than
Let's
no
see if we
points.
got any in the chat room.
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Is Beyonce?
Cardi
Beyonce,
B.
Painkiller overdose.
Yeah, Beyonce's not on there. Who do we,
Cardi B?
Aretha Franklin is on the list. Shit, I just put her on the list. Sorry
It's not
about
who
that.
you want.
Pick
it's
another
who
one.
You really think will.
Booker T.
Booker
Adam's
T.
late.
The wrestlers are all going.
I mean, it makes sense to choose wrestlers because they die quickly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was the
Steroids,
steroids.
I didn't
The
even
cocaine?
see that you picked that, Maxine. I will
Drugs
pick a
don't
different
work.
one for you. That way you can have it. All right.
Maxine's playing.
give it
She
to
says
you,
Aretha
Maxine.
Franklin, but you.
We'll give you Aretha Franklin. So I will pick somebody else.
Sweetheart. You should do, Peter
Oh wait,
Chris.
there was just news, that she was sick, right?
Yeah? Aretha?
Aretha, yeah, she's not doing too good. Aretha Franklin.
Classic.
Aretha
Classic.
Franklin's not doing too good.
Who else do I want? Dustin Diamond.
Who the fuck is that?
Screech.
Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Screech,
bro.
man.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
Choose
don't
a
know. He
reason?
just seems like somebody who's gonna overdose.
Yeah. On his own ego.
Yeah. While he's doing another porn to raise money for his fucking legal battles.
Oh.
That's how I raise money.
Yeah.
You got like stuffed into filing cabinets all the time, like.
Anybody else got any
It's
left?
Bueller.
I think we're good.
Bueller.
This is
Who'd you do? You
Yeah.
second? Oh, Dustin Diamond.
Is
Yeah.
it-
Anybody.
Raspberry jam.
It's,
Chat
it's
is up.
extremely
Anybody in
jammy.
the chat room.
Adam.
Tons of fruit, good
Who's your
acidity.
second one?
It's
Arnold
funky as all
Schwarzenegger
hell.
for Adam.
He's already on there.
Black Project Brewing, right?
That
Black Project.
You don't want that to
That
This is
die.
spontaneous.
This is
This
100.
is your 100%
So
spontaneous ale.
this is the part of the show where we do our shameless plugs.
Yeah.
I would like to give you guys a moment
I
on the
was doing
floor
that since the beginning.
to do some shameless plugging right now. Go for it. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, making
Holy
some
fuck.
homebrew, trying to learn what I can about mead making, just how to make better mead at home. Start off small, Going pro is a real big step, but I think it's interesting, market in Colorado. It's a lot of craft breweries, but, not a lot of meadery or fruit wines and kind of places like that, ciders. It's becoming more popular. It's cool to do. I like brewing beer too. Just like fermenting stuff.
Fermentation is fun.
So, where can people get your mead?
Mead, you have to basically find your local ones, go to the liquor store and ask for it. Most
No,
places
your
don't carry it.
mean, your mean.
Yeah, mine, no, you just, if you know me, you're sampling it. I'm not selling it or anything like that. It's just,
You don't even take donations?
No, not really. But I share a lot of it, and it's all feedback based. I'm just trying to, find out how I do it, and people's response is good, and you have to test like certain things and
Can I
try
sample
different
a case?
Yeah, yeah. Talk to you about that later.
So on if people were
You
to
have to
find
bake some loaves of bread for me.
your stuff, they would go to Facebook or Instagram? What do you do?
Yeah, I
Instagram?
keep track of like what I'm making and stuff. Just to like have a log of it. But I'm always like trying out new things and making different things. So HiveMind Meadery. It's Facebook really.
Facebook.com/HiveMind.Meadery.1 because he wanted to make it real confusing for you.
What is this thing?
There's a
No, it's number one.
What?
That's what that means.
There's apparently like
Oh, your tag?
Yeah.
Bearded
I don't know.
Wonder.
I was kind of just making mead for like 5 years. I did homebrew, also. So I was calling it HiveMind Meadery. Someone else has like HiveMind Mead or something. It's like a blog. And I'm just like, well,
But you should put your balls in his mouth.
Yeah. Teabag.
That settles it all.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. Like, who
I will
claims the
be the
name
winner.
first? Get that LLC or
Well,
something.
it depends. If you're in
Trademark that shit.
Wyoming, you just sexually assault and choke him.
Yeah.
to win
Yeah.
and eat some worms.
There may be a meadery there to ask if that's like how they did
In Wyoming, I doubt.
No, it's too fancy for Wyoming. They don't have mead. They don't know what mead is, man.
Is it made by Coors?
Yeah.
They make fun of, well, Budweiser made the football commercial making fun of mead, that, you know, you have to be a medieval idiot
Dilly
to
dilly.
medieval idiot.
Oh yeah,
to
the
make it.
dilly dilly.
But it's like, you know, it's coming out of the, like,
Fuck
sure,
you,
there's a lot of,
Budweiser.
like, Viking theme and, like, you know, like, old traditional style, like, meaderies.
So
and
there's a
stuff
lot of rape and pillaging?
in the
You
names.
laugh, but
Of your taste buds.
yeah,
Right.
I like that. That
They
would
go
be a
berserk
perfect
on that.
description
It's a good
on a
spin.
menu. Like, this is a rape and pillaging of your taste buds.
That's maybe why people are, like, trying to, like, get away from it. Like,
I-
bring it into the modern
I
world.
don't know if that would fly.
No.
They said raven pillaging. I don't take that serious.
It depends on the theme, man. Depends on the theme of the brewery.
Mead is cool.
Theme all you want, you're gonna piss someone off.
Yeah, well, fuck.
There's,
We
you
piss
know,
people off all the time.
there's things that
Dilly
appeal
dilly.
to the ale drinkers. There's things that appeal to the wine drinkers. So there's like, you know, a nice range of different things you could do. But yeah, just check it out and see, you know, all the new stuff that comes out about it, what all the local people are doing. You know, it's good to support it. Save the bees and all that, you know. It's all about the honey.
Should write a rap song.
Yeah.
You need to save the bees.
Have one. Have a bee costume
Bees
too.
and honey.
Do you really?
No.
That'd be great
Let's
if you
make
did.
it
Would you
happen.
serve mead up in?
That would be awesome.
Dripping mead from the stinger.
Ooh.
Cheeky.
You like to drink mead out my stinger?
I don't know about
Try it.
that.
I have a horn. I have a drinking horn.
Try everything once.
Got
my
it at
mom
an
always
antique
told
store.
me.
An ale horn?
It's a real cow horn. Yeah, it's for drinking.
I'm not surprised.
I need to get me a shofar to drink from. It's
It's a big word for me.
it's
like a sheep
it's
intestine?
No, it's like a ram's horn, like a goat horn.
Oh.
And it's like turned into
With
like
the spiral.
It's turned into like a little instrument
Mm-hmm.
that you
You drink and then you play your instrument.
yeah. There's this whole thing. I used to love it. Like I'm a terrible Jew. I'm horrible. But I'll never forget
Your guests come over and
at
you
Temple.
take out your shofar.
I can't even remember the damn holiday. It's
It's like when someone used to bring out the
based around-
accordion. It's like,
and yeah, they the
cool.
rabbi or the cantor goes, he's like Takia, and then like the dude's got like the horn, he's like doo, and then there's like a whole bunch of them. There's like it's not just like boo boo, it's like a doo 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 doo. There's a whole thing, and then he does like the last one's like a real like
need one.
super long one. It's like doo.
Instrument collection.
He just keeps it going as long as he can. That was always the highlight of the temple year for me.
Temple year.
Shofar.
I wouldn't have pictured Safer be a Jewish
Yeah,
man.
if I ever own a meadery, I'm definitely selling those.
So plug your shits, my friend.
I mean, I don't really have much to plug. I work at Black Time.
Black
That
Time?
too.
I work at Black Project Spontaneous and Wild Ales in Denver, and we make sour beer.
We're at in Denver.
We're in South Denver, basically just off the corner of Broadway and Louisiana. So yeah, we make sour beer. We don't pitch yeast or bacteria, and that is fun. That's it. I mean, I don't have anything else to promote. Maybe look into
Check them out. You got to
maybe
get
look
on the
into my
lottery.
buddies.
Get on the website.
Yeah, maybe look into my
Release the beer.
buddies.
Is
Brewery in
that how
Jersey.
you guys are lottery based?
Yeah, we stopped doing lines and started just opening up like a registration period, like of like maybe like 5 days. You know, hey, click in, register on our website, and with your email and whatnot, and then you're in the drawing. And you can be anywhere in the world as long as you have someone who's in Colorado to come pick it up for you.
Or just fucking go there and hit all those taps that they have on. They're all amazing beers.
You do have like a tap house and everything?
Yep. I would say 5-6 beers on tap is a sort of standard range. It's definitely been less. We've definitely had like 4 beers. Rosh Hashanah is the Thank you, Maxine. I knew you were gonna correct me on that.
Get it right.
Yeah, with the shofar. Anyway, it's fun. Yeah, like about 6 beers on tap. We've definitely gone down to like 4 beers, but we do offer some like on-site bottles to, you know, some cool stuff that we only bottled that never went on draft. We have like a small, like sort of members program that the members can have access to bottles that the public won't ever see unless they come to the brewery on a random day when we might be pouring it or have it for sale. So yeah,
That's an awesome
cool little
concept.
sour beer brewery. If you like sour beer, come through. It's fun. And you can eat some good Mexican food next door.
Nice. I like Mexican.
Whatever happened to that Chicho place?
Yo, they opened. It's
What?
it's
Did you
crazy.
hear about that?
Yeah, so this little they call themselves a brewery, but to me they're a chicheria,
It's
which
like
is
a
fine.
soda, almost iced tea.
It
Maybe like 0.2% alcohol, or they
No,
can get it up to 2 to 4.
So he has non-alcoholic chicha. I think it's called
Right.
chicha morada.
Yeah.
But he also
purple.
has
Made from purple corn, pineapple, apples.
it's
cinnamon.
some weird stuff. But he also has like alcoholic chichas now, so like just under 5%, and it's not carbonated, so it's still it's sweet. It drinks like almost like alcoholic chai tea in a weird way.
I've made it before. It's really good.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's
purple corn.
it's just so different. Like
kernels.
I don't know. It's just so different. They're literally like half a block away from us, so like people ask me
Yeah,
about
do
it.
a collab.
That'd be weird. Spontaneous.
Chicharina.
Chicheria. A
Chicharina.
chicheria.
Could even be like a
Everybody
blend,
likes an alcoholic chicheria every now and then.
Yeah.
So like, it because it's not carbonated and like a little sweet, it drinks like tea, like chai tea or something like that. And I've said time and time again, I haven't done it yet, but like if I was like, hey, with a group of friends, like let's go to this place and just sit there all night and drink, I'd be fucking hammered. You'd have to like drag me home because the way it just drinks, it's like
smooth.
it's like water. It's as smooth as like it's not even like a statement. It just you could just chug it like it's
tea,
fucking water.
It's like, yeah, just like.
It's
all
in
the
a way it's
ingredients.
scary. It's not even strong. It's like not even 5%, but you would get extremely drunk. Extremely drunk.
Drink it
It's
by
just
the
and
pitcher.
it's just so different.
I'm gonna have to look into
It's
this.
so different.
Yeah, I want to try some.
They're right down
Or
the block.
like
You get your
blend-
sour beer, you
blend
get your
some
chicha.
mead, make a chicha.
Give you a chicha.
Chicharron. Kind of like bacon. It's really good.
Woo!
Well, beer heads, I
Chicharron.
definitely recommend checking out Black Project.
Ooh, that's
and,
got some.
Mead heads, check
is
out the
amazing.
HiveMind. This is super fucking tasty.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
It's just like, we're drinking Roswell Grudge. Last year, this beer, Roswell, is a series of beer where we do, we take young, spontaneous beer, so about a year old or less, and make a blend of those barrel-aged beers, and then the term that we use is called super fruiting. So we super fruit this beer to insane levels of fruit, and that, I mean, it's meant to be just insane amount of fruit. How much fruit can we put into a spontaneous base beer? Just pushing the boundaries of what these bases can do. Last year it won a silver medal at GABF, which we're extremely proud about. And yeah, so it's the second year we've made it. Grudge is the raspberry version of it. This year there were 5 different fruits: raspberry, tart cherry, blackberry, blackcurrant, and peach. And they're all just meant to be insanely fruit forward.
You can see that.
I mean,
or
this is
taste
just
that.
jammy as all hell. It's got really good pronounced acidity, but it doesn't like crush you. I actually really liken the intensity of the fruit in this to some of like the higher end fruit meads that you just take a small sip and the impact of that on your mouth is profound. You're tasting it for a minute or so later. I smack my lips and lick the top of my mouth, and I still get flavor for minutes and minutes and minutes after I've just taken a small little baby sip, and
Not just stale taste.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Sour mead too is like another thing to explore.
Tart, the acidity of the
You get
these
like a
mead-
tart acidic
fruit meads.
mead too. So that I could see that as being really interesting, explosive food flavors, a little bit of tartness.
So
It's definitely not a chugging beer, guys.
no, oof. The acidity is a little too pronounced for you to want to chug that.
You'll end up with bad heartburn.
You could.
Well, there's still 2 more bottles of mead, so feel free to crack those open.
Well,
I don't know about the 2 other.
I don't think I can right now.
You will.
It's shit about that time, huh?
Yeah.
Good show.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us,
and
man.
bullshitting with us. It's been a blast.
It's always fun.
It's been a nice, tasty blast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mac,
Lots of
for
flavors.
filling in for our quarantined producer.
Anytime.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep, yeah, he has got the AIDS.
I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you for not
HIV.
having your quarantine producer here tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
He wanted to be here, but I was
Speedy
like, your
recovery,
AIDS
man.
are too much for us
They're
right
bleeding
now.
everywhere.
Pour some mead on it.
Yeah.
It'll be good
Windex.
fun. But we
Can't
wish
claim
him a
that,
speedy
though.
recovery.
You gonna move to
Salmonella
Colorado?
sucks.
Yeah.
I was on my way up here.
I know. That's where I took the picture today with
The
the
poor
stop
guy.
sign.
The pork.
Mead Street.
Yeah. Fuck
Saw
yeah.
that?
Mead Street. Joe's Mead Street. Anyways,
Joe's Garage.
fucking A. You can get us on YouTube and Facebook and live on Facebook every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Next week, we have 2 very hilarious comedians. We have Elliot Weber and Kevin Weston coming on. It's going to be a fucking hilarious episode. I would recommend being here for that. You can get us tomorrow or the next day. We'll be on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podcast Republic, all those fucking places
Tweeter.
that you go to, except for Spotify because they won't accept us.
Losers.
Yeah.
They're
Why-
lame.
I
Why
just
do you have the
canceled my
Spotify ban?
subscription.
Spotify just doesn't want to accept us.
We're too cool.
They
They
don't.
suck.
They're a selective basis, and I've entered about 12 times, and they do not like our
It
content.
means they only accept shitty content.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do not like jokes that might melt some snowflakes. So they're against snowflake melting. But yeah, get us on all those outlets. You can also get us on our social media areas. Facebook, facebook.com/NotGovernedByReason. You can get us on Twitter at NGBR Podcast and on Instagram at Not Governed by Reason. What else? I fucking forgot. Oh yeah, we have a website that's never updated.
And a Patreon.
Oh yeah, we have a Patreon. That's right. Website notgovernedbyreason.com and Patreon. You can help support our habits.
I do it.
Our cause.
Through our
rental
causes.
space.
You can give us money and we'll give you shit in
Studio.
return.
Oh my God.
It is a monthly pledge. We really appreciate all the help from our supporters so far, including Mac, Mike, Colin Fitzgerald, Kenneth Serenal, Corey Peeler,
Hell yeah.
all sorts of fine individuals.
Mostly
That
me.
money is actually going into renting a venue for our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So if you are a Patreon, you get into the event for free,
I'll bring a keg
and
of
you
mead.
get free gear in return.
Oh yeah.
Sexy.
I'll bring a keg of mead.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome. It's no guarantees yet. It's looking like it's going to be at the Downtown Artery here in Fort Collins on, let me see, September
Sunday.
28th, I want to say. No, that's our birthday.
That's
the
my birthday.
Is it really?
No.
No, it'll be September 25th.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's what we're going for.
All right.
We'll have live comedy. We'll have a live podcast going on,
Stuff
and
and things.
a roast. A roast of Not Governed by Reason.
Oh, I thought you meant a pig roast.
Yeah, I was
That
like,
too.
I'm
A
hungry.
blunt roast.
Have a barbecue?
We'll have a blunt roast, y'all. Once again, thank you, Joshua Safer and Joe Koch, for coming. Give them a hand.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I have.
See you next Tuesday.
Whoa! Say the mag! Oi!